Mark, I want to thank you for getting us a spot on Shark Tank. I'm glad we were able to settle our differences for the possibility of a mutually beneficial transaction.
Donald, we wouldn't be successful businessmen ourselves if we let the past govern the future. Plus, when I hear you calling with the offer of 4 presidents coming onto our show with the supreme leader of North Korea also accompanying you, how could I say no?
Thank you. It feels good to finally get some well-deserved recognition.
However, I did see how your last episode on Family Feud turned out. So before I bring you out there, I need some assurances that you guys won't fuck me over like you did Steve.
Don't you worry, Markiplier. We've learned from our past mishaps. You can count on us to behave like professionals.
I don't know who you're referring to, but my name is Mark, not Markiplier. Also, I was kind of directing that statement to Kim. You aren't going to drive a sedan through our studio's walls like you did to CBS, right?
Don't worry. I don't intend on getting tased multiple times again. You'll have no trouble from me.
Listen, Mark, I don't know what kind of trouble these circus clowns regularly get themselves into, but believe me when I tell you that we'll toe the line of your show's behavioral guidelines. If anyone knows how to avoid trouble, it's me.
Yeah, that's not really too reassuring.
Listen, Mark, sparing you some of the details, we owe some people a lot of money, and we also need to secure some funds for a confidential project at SpaceX. In short, the last thing we want to do is to cause trouble. We're here to secure financial backing through your investments, not to drive a car through a damned wall, get another television host fired, only to rob his house not even 2 weeks later.
Jesus, you guys robbed Steve Harvey's house?
Thanks to Alex, yeah.
And now we have compensatory damages to pay.
I'm fucking telling you guys. He was a drug lord. He just has you all fooled. My sources are never wrong.
Gentlemen, we will begin filming in 2 minutes. Sharks, please take your seats, and Mr. Presidents, please prepare your pitches.
All right, it's go time. Remember, guys, don't have a repeat of Family Feud.
All right, get ready, guys. We only have one shot at this.
Good luck, guys. I believe in you.
Oh, fuck, I'm so nervous.
Why? You get in front of parades and give speeches all the time. What makes this so nerve-wracking?
It's Lori. She's so beautiful, Barack. I don't want to fumble the pitch, but when I'm in a room with her, I feel like I can't think straight.
What are you, a damn third grader?
Don't listen to him, Kim. I'll tell you, back when I was a wee youngster in the 5th grade, I couldn't get through the school day either because I was so distracted from my first crush.
Oh, that's kind of wholesome, Joe.
She was the teacher, of course, Mrs. Trudy. Golly, I'll tell you, her beauty was absolutely unparalleled. Every time I laid eyes on her, it was like staring into the seraphic grace of an angel, even if she was in her 70s.
The fuck?
Unfortunately, there was this other kid in my grade who had the hots for her. 5th grade Frank was his name, and terrible was his wrath. When he realized I had my eyes on Mrs. Trudy, he challenged me to a one-on-one dodgeball match. Oh, of course, back then it was called mushball, and usually involved throwing wasp nests at each other. The one who would get stung by the queen wasp first would be dictated as the winner and would be able to dance with Mrs. Trudy at the spring dance.
Did you win?
Oh, heavens no, I lost terribly.
Well, how the hell was that story supposed to help?
All right, Mr. Presidents, we're opening the doors now. Good luck.
Oh, shit.
Stay strong, Kim.
Good luck out there, boys. We'll cheer you on from the TV panel back here.
God, I'm a nervous wreck. How does this outfit look, Donald? Does it make my chest look big and strong?
You wear the same thing every damn day, Kim. Calm your ass down.
Wow, they look nervous. What do you think they're whispering about?
I think they're talking about how wonderful I am. If I were them, I'd certainly be nervous to be in the immaculate presence of Mr. Wonderful.
Shut up, Kevin. No one's thinking that.
Okay, listen, Mr. Presidents, just like we practiced, I'll make the pitch. With my specialty in marketing and previous success with growing my brand, I'll have them wrapped around my finger. The success of InfoWars is a testament to my advanced social skills. I'll make them a deal they can't refuse.
Alex, I still don't think that Photoshop is going to work.
Are you kidding me? I hired the most expensive graphic designer I could find on Fiverr. No one will be able to spot that it's a fake.
Fuck! There she is!
Kim, for Christ's sake, control yourself.
Guys, knock it off. We only have one chance at this.
Fuck! I can't think with the Kenyan and Jackie Chan here arguing. Get them under control, Donald.
Out of the gates, and they're already arguing this is going to be a lost cause.
They're just having jitters from being on TV, Kevin. No need to be pessimistic.
Jitters from being on TV? They're presidents.
Hello, Sharks, or as Barack's people like to say, gang, gang.
Alex, what the hell?
My name is Alex, and we are currently...
Hi, Lori.
Hello?
Oh my God! Did you hear that, Donald? She said hi to me!
Kim, be quiet.
As I was saying, my name is Alex, and we are currently seeking $1 million for a 3% stake in our company.
Wow.
Sheesh, that's quite the valuation.
Sharks, have you ever felt the desire to go to the gym, but once that time arrives, you just feel too groggy, sore, or tired? We'll get armed and ready, because with our new product, Resistance Fuel, it'll have you on cloud 9, Prepare yourselves, because just after one scoop, our supplement will have you feeling more energetic than a crackhead at 7-Eleven getting head by a prostitute in the candy aisle.
Excuse me?
No, that's a good depiction. I've seen that happen across multiple locations.
Sharks, it's time to rise up like an eagle and fly. Because with our new patented formula, even the laziest of Americans will be fueled with the urge to get off their couches and sprint to the nearest bench press.
What the hell, Alex? We agreed not to use that picture.
He's not doing too bad so far.
I could be more charismatic. You should attend some of my rallies.
Resist the stereotype of being a decadent, overweight American and fuel your new work ethic by taking just one scoop.
We're seriously supposed to believe that that picture is him?
They're not even the same skin color.
Fuck. I told you they wouldn't fall for it, Alex.
As I was saying, with resistance fuel in your system, you're guaranteed to have your performance enhanced. You won't even recognize the strength you'll possess. It's practically a reincarnation. Just ask my Buddhist friend over there.
Is he talking about me? Alex, you know I am not Buddhist, right?
Resistance fuel revolutionizes the supplement industry and will be the new standard bearer for pre-workout supplements across the board. So Sharks, which one of you patriots will resist the status quo with me and join us in flying towards our journey of acquiring our chiseled Olympian bodies?
Well, you must be close to that achievement, right, Alex? I mean, with how wide your chest is, that is.
What? Lori, my chest is pretty wide too. Probably even wider.
So let's talk about your formula. Why is it patented and how does it revolutionize the industry like you claim?
Excellent question, Mark. Barry, would you like to chime in?
Sure, so we added...
Hold on, Barack's responsible for the formula? Didn't your wife enact a lunch initiative that ended up ruining the lives of nearly every American student across our nation?
Well, I wouldn't say she ruined...
Do you call that revolutionizing the industry? Because I call that biological warfare. Terrorism even. Essentially on the levels of COVID itself.
Well, hold on, Kevin. Let's hear what they have to say first.
As I was saying, we all work out.
You do?
Mark, stop being rude.
First, we decided to add caffeine, a key ingredient in fat burners coveted for its capability to essentially use fat as fuel.
That's why all of us are so lean.
Second, we add various non-essential amino acids to energize the consumer, such as L-citrulline, which reduces muscle soreness. We also add 5 grams of creatine, which is a known performance enhancer. Together, this is the perfect blend of a muscle-building and fat-burning supplement that every serious lifter should have at the core foundation of their fitness routine.
And you have a patent for this specific blend? Because listen, guys, to me, this sounds like every other pre-workout supplement out there.
Mark's right. It's a commodity. What's to stop someone out there from buying another brand of pre-workout rather than your own? It's a non-essential good. You don't need pre-workout in order to work out. It's not a fundamental core product like you claim.
Well, quite frankly, anyone who thinks our product is non-essential is, in simple terms, a cocksucker.
Alex, what the hell?
Listen, I'm telling you, Mr. Wonderful, this product is so beautiful it'll bring someone with a glass eye to tears.
But what makes it stand out from your competitors?
Well, there is a special ingredient.
What are you, Mr. Krabs? With his secret formula? Spit it out.
We use cocaine.
Cocaine? Now I'm listening.
So is Mr. Wonderful.
What? You two cannot be serious. If we invest in this, we'll be entering the drug world.
If it offends you, Lori, we can remove it.
What's the problem? Hitler put meth in his chocolate, and you know what happened? They conquered France. Put coke in this baby, and you'll bench 315 no problem. Let's not play dumb. You all are rich. We know you've all wet your beak in the devil's dandruff at one point or another.
Well, I mean, he isn't wrong.
Kevin!
And this is the one thing in particular that makes your product unique.
Mark, you should know by now I always have more than one card up my sleeve. I mean, they literally termed the idiom trump card after me.
Donnie, that's not even true.
So what other features are you referring to?
Well, the first is a scooper that is snapped to the underside of the lid. Gone are the days of digging like an excavator. With resistance fuel, your scooper is easy to find and ready for use as soon as you open the top.
All right, so a unique packaging process.
The other feature we included is a Magnum condom.
What? Are you guys serious?
It's our signature. It's what makes the pre-workout stand out. Like Jesse Pinkman when he put chili pepper in his methamphetamine.
Well, I think it's wonderful.
I like the attitude, so you guys have me hooked.
I just don't understand the bit with the condom.
Well, we just assumed each consumer who purchases our product is a Herculean He-Man who scores chicks on the regular. So we included a Magnum condom in there for every purchase.
And you guys all currently use resistance fuel.
Indeed we do.
There is no way Karate Kid over there uses a Magnum condom.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
That isn't even the final unique feature. With every purchase of resistance fuel, a 5-day workout split, handcrafted, and designed by Barack himself will also be provided to the consumer, free of charge.
And this training regimen has verifiable results?
Oh, absolutely.
Forgive me, but why should we trust your word? I mean, no offense, but 3 of you look like you're a part of the Star Wars Hutt cartel.
Well, if Alex uses it, I can see it clearly works wonders.
I'm interested in money, not a concubine.
Here, see for yourself. Just look at this magnificent 12-week transformation that Barack underwent.
Again with this shit?
Look at his head. It's literally off the canvas of the original image.
Alex, you paid top dollar for that?
Fuck, this is the last time I use Fiverr.
Look, let's go into sales. How much your product costs?
With packaging and everything together, including the Magnum condom, each unit costs $20.
And you're selling one unit for
$30.
And how much have you made in sales?
So far, $10 million.
wow.
Impressive. Very impressive.
My concern, however, is your brand. Donald, from what I've gathered, you've accrued massive expenses with your indictment, not to mention additional costs from when you had to bail your partner out of jail after he committed multiple felony counts on Family Feud.
Wait, Barack committed multiple felonies on Family Feud?
Not me, damn it. Kim's the one she's referring to.
I thought it was Barack too, Kevin.
Mark, what the hell are you talking about? You literally expressed your concern about Kim right before we started filming.
Regardless, solidifying your market share and growing your brand in the fitness industry is by no means an easy task. Negative attention only adds to the already existing insurmountable difficulty of standing out from your competitors.
Alex, I hear you also acquired quite a bit of scrutiny. Where exactly are your sales coming from, given that you're such controversial celebrities, that is?
Through trumpstore.com and my website.
Ever heard of the saying, there's no such thing as bad publicity? Well, in this case, it applies. Alex and I have generated such a wave of success in sales on our websites that we also managed to procure partnerships with some of the most successful retailers and investors out there.
Best investors? Can you believe the nerve? We're the best investors right here.
Who are your partners?
We have regional deals with Walmart, and they also sell our product in the supplement section of 24-Hour Fitness.
You guys are in Walmart? Incredible.
Well, color me wrong, gents. You know, when you guys came out, I was expecting something ludicrous. Perhaps some North Korean propaganda merchandise. I even thought Alex would have pitched a gay water bomb weapon.
Hey, don't joke about that. That's some serious stuff.
So going back to your revenue, you're making a profit on this?
Well, currently we make $10 million in revenue, reinvest $3 million in R&D, put up another $4 million for marketing and website maintenance, and spend another $2 million in supplying the Magnum condoms. So we have a $1 million profit, give or take.
And you're reinvesting this into the brand?
Fuck no. This ain't no damn charity. We pocket that.
Such a dominant personality. No wonder they're so successful.
Pleasantries will get you nowhere. Either make an offer or stop wasting my time.
Alex,
Don't you speak to my queen like that.
So you guys essentially have the capital to cover production costs. What you really want is the funds for rapid expansion. You want to enter the Shark Tank sphere of influence, and I can give your product that additional exposure. Here's what I'll do. I have a wide reach in the world of digital marketing influence. Make a deal with me and your sales will skyrocket. I'll give you a $1 million loan with an 18% interest rate for 3% equity.
You trying to rob me, you bastard? I know a con man when I see one.
Alex, shut the hell up. You're gonna fumble this.
Do you want the deal or not?
Not with an 18% interest rate, Kevin. You forget with whom you're speaking to. That's highway robbery.
It's Mr. Wonderful to you. Only my friends get to call me Kevin. Mr. Wonderful just wants to join in on the fun. Take this suit off, show off the Speedo, and wet myself in some of that juicy equity.
What is happening?
Boys, listen. Short story, you guys are asking for a lot, and I don't necessarily mean with the money. Between the condoms and the cocaine, it's just too high risk for me.
Well, we could develop a new formula, one without cocaine. Perhaps we could discuss this over dinner, Lori?
Look, I have a counter proposal. We'll do the amount loaned with your interest rate, Kevin, but Mark also comes into the fold, and it's for 2% equity.
2%? Come on. That's not nearly enough equity for Mr. Wonderful to don his Speedo and bathe in.
The fuck does that even mean?
Listen, Donald, I am definitely interested in this deal and going into it with Kevin, but I do have one little problem. It's the look of the drink. I mean, people are actually drinking that sludge. It looks like it passed through the intestines of someone who just ate 6 chalupas at Taco Bell.
What the fuck did you just say about my product?
Alex, get a hold of yourself.
So masculine.
Who cares what it looks like, Cuban? They're turning a profit.
A Cuban? I ain't making no damn deals with no commie.
Jesus, Alex. Cuban is his last name.
Okay, counterproposal, Castro. How about you kiss my free world loving ass?
Waters are looking troubled in the Shark Tank, and things are getting heated with the presidents.
Who the fuck was that? Come out, you Chinese spy.
Holy shit!
Christ, relax. It's just the narrator.
Put the damn gun away, you psycho.
Alex, what the hell?
Listen, I was originally going to make you an offer, but part of an investment is also being able to work with stable, like-minded individuals, a criteria which none of you fit in. For that reason, I'm out.
I'm also retracting my offer. I'm not dealing with a partner who can't fit into a Magnum condom.
What does that even have to do with the current situation?
I'm sorry, Alex, but I have to agree with Mark. I was already hesitant with the product itself, and your last stunt definitely finalized my thoughts on the matter. I'm also out. I guess it's true what they say. The hot ones are always the craziest.
I have to say, boys, that was definitely interesting to watch.
Nice fucking going, Alex. I was just about to secure that dinner date with Lori, but you had to go and fuck it all up.
Listen, I'm not dealing with Fidel Castro over there.
For God's sake, Alex, his family comes from Russia, not Cuba.
Sleeper agents for Stalin.
Mr. Presidents, the doors will open in 2 minutes. Please prepare your pitches.
Oh, goodness, I'm so nervous. Did you see how mean Kevin was?
What the hell did he mean about me not being able to use the Magnum condom?
Well, you can't possibly do worse than we did.
Joe, listen, we really need the dough and time's running short. I know we botched our chance up there, but you have to close a deal with them. Elon's counting on us. Also, Harvey's been up my ass about this shit, so the sooner we can shut him up, the better.
Well, maybe he wouldn't be if we didn't rob his house.
Fuck's sakes. Putting the blame on me for everything, I see.
Because it is your fault, Alex.
God, I can't handle all the pressure. I'm going to mess this up like the Fast Money round in Family Feud again.
Joe, you can do this. Are there times where you screw up? Sure, but it happens to all of us.
Not me. I'm never wrong.
Yeah, fucking right.
You saw the Yeti first when none of us believed you. You saved Donnie's life when no one knew how to deal with that predicament. You can do this.
Fuck it. You're right, George. Rest assured, boys, George and I will bring this baby home.
Christ, I hope so. I'm so close to blocking Steve. You know he calls me at 4 a.m. still ranting about his Pokemon card?
Yeah. Shame it was lost in the car wreck. Huge shame indeed.
Remember, steady yourself, Joe. We have this.
Fuck, I was feeling confident back there, but after staring at Mr. Wonderful's beautiful, shiny scalp, I feel like my heart is going to explode again.
Now, what do we have here? Look at this. Biden's sweating more than that pig we just had on stage.
Kevin, why are you so rude?
Is he talking about me?
Hello, Sharks. Give me $10 million.
What?
Joe, what are you doing?
We are so fucked.
Mr. President, you're supposed to pitch an idea, not ask for a random dollar amount.
Are you on LSD? I mean, come on, it's common sense.
Oh, why are you so mean, Kevin?
Kevin, you're terrorizing the poor guy.
Someone needs to build an eject button into your seat, Kevin.
Unbelievable. Also, before we get started, George, are you concealing a firearm in that hoodie? Let's just get that squared away before we have a repeat of what just happened.
Oh, goodness. This is so nerve-wracking.
Joe, can I call you Joe?
Yes, Lori?
Listen, take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, and pitch us your idea. Don't pay Kevin any mind. Every person who has stood where you're standing has been just as nervous, if not even more so than you.
Joe, you can do this. We all believe in you, buddy. You saved Donnie's life when no one knew how to deal with that predicament. You can do this.
For the last time, I did not take your fucking animal crackers.
Well, then it had to have been Donald. Hand it over, you bastard.
Kim, you idiot, you literally have crumbs on your mouth. You just ate it and forgot.
You're damn right I can do this. Thanks for believing in me, boys. Sharks. Today I'm here to revolutionize the ice cream industry. My name is Joe, this is George, and we're seeking $1 million in exchange for 10% equity in our company. Have you ever desired a scoop or two of ice cream, but after consuming your frozen treat, you find yourself couch-locked and groggy? Especially in an inconvenient time that demands your focus and energy? What if I had a solution? Sharks, feast your eyes on Yoda's Brain, a mint chocolate chip flavored, specially crafted ice cream formula that I fashioned, which gives you the best of both worlds. Satisfies your sweet cravings, yet keeps you energized and focused for the harsh demands of your daily routine. This is done by adding sativa marijuana to each batch of ice cream. With this strain added to your frozen treat, it's essentially like consuming an energy drink in ice cream form. You'll be jumping off the walls and screaming like Yoda after only one lick. Sharks, with Yoda's Brain, our aim is to reinvent how consumers approach ice cream. This crossover has not only proven to broaden our audience, but allows us to also lock in additional sales by captivating both the frequent marijuana connoisseur and the avid Star Wars fan alike. So Sharks, which one of you is ready to take your taste buds on a journey with me to a galaxy far, far away and get absolutely fucking blasted?
Great pitch, Joe. I knew you could do it.
Gee, thanks, Lori.
Nice one, Joey.
Attaboy, Joe.
Mr. President, I have to say, I was unsure you could pull off the pitch. But you listened to your friends, found your grit, and articulated your product wonderfully.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful.
So, Mr. President, tell me about your product. How was this all started?
Well, after fashioning the formula and flavor, I started selling them in my own ice cream stand right outside the White House.
And were you successful?
Oh, goodness, yes. People came in droves. They loved the flavor and the effects. In fact, some people said they even substituted their daily cup of Starbucks coffee for Yoda's brain instead.
And George, I understand you're a TikTok influencer with more than 7 million followers now. So I assume that's where you get involved.
Yep, I just started posting reels of Joe selling the ice cream, people's feedback of the product, and myself eating it, and it just started trending.
George is being modest. He drove our sales through the roof. As of last week, we made $200,000 in sales after officially being in business for 4 months.
And the effects of your product are verifiable. This isn't going to be like the Obama Photoshop fiasco again.
Kevin, you want to know how we know this product is extremely effective?
Shoot.
Joe is no longer narcoleptic.
With one lick, I'll have enough energy to duel Count Dooku himself.
Guys, you're much more stable-minded than your previous colleagues, and your business shows incredible promise. Also, being a huge ice cream and Star Wars guy myself, I'm going to cut to the chase and make you an offer.
Now hold on, Mark. I want in on this. Mr. Wonderful needs a delicious new treat to feast on while laying next to his pool, sunbathing and tanning his skin to a perfect shoe-leathery complexion. Know what I mean, boys?
No, not really, Mr. Wonderful.
I'll offer you what you want. But I also want the option to purchase an additional 10% equity for another $1 million, contingent on the fact that we can get your product into Walmart. Accept this offer and it's a done deal. You'll be entering the Shark Tank sphere of influence. It'll be like entering a brand new world, the Matrix.
The Matrix. Don't fall for it. It's a trap.
Take the blue pill.
Kim, the blue pill is the one that keeps you in your current ignorant state.
Well, of course I know that. We hand them out all the time in North Korea. It's how we steer our citizens away from inciting insurrection.
Gentlemen, scrap that. I want to buy your business in its entirety, right here, right now. $50 million.
Are you serious?
Mark, are you kidding me?
Goodness.
I'm stunned.
Holy fuck, boys. Take the deal so I can finally get Harvey off my ass.
All you have to do is say yes.
Think it through, gentlemen. Work with me and you'll maintain your business and be your own men. Make the deal with Mark and you'll be forfeiting it all.
That's the thing, Kevin. Do they really want to maintain ownership? Mr. Presidents, between governing and your frequent travels, how much time do you actually have to invest into this business? With the rate at which you're growing, your business is going to rapidly explode out of control, and you won't be there to stabilize it. But I can, and I'm giving you 5 times your valuation. It's not going to get any better than this.
He's right, Joe. We still have to help Elon. We won't have the time to micromanage it all.
Oh, man. It just feels so sad to have to give it all away, but you're right, George. There's bigger things at play here. You have a deal, Markiplier. We'll take it.
Excellent choice, gentlemen.
Congratulations, guys.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit, they did it!
What are they thinking? Never make a deal with a commie.
Congratulations, guys. You did great.
Thanks, Markiplier. You know, I have to say, I'm just relieved that this show isn't an actual Shark Tank. Back in my childhood, when I was on a school field trip, I was actually pushed by one of my classmates into an aquarium housing 4 hammerhead sharks. Luckily, however, my friend Aquatic Adam, who was at the time studying under Aquaman himself, managed to use his Atlantean telepathy to convince the 4 hammerheads that I pose no threat. Unfortunately for me, however, these particular hammerheads were formerly owned by a Yakuza boss. Gaishin was his name, and boy did they inherit his cruelty. Aquatic Adam, although well-versed in marine language, failed to come to a compromise with the Yakuza hammerheads, which led to me being held hostage for 2 hours. Oh, of course, this was only until a ransom was finally paid to the hammerheads in the form of 50 pounds of krill.
Oh my God.
Jesus, why the fuck didn't George stop his rant?
Why are you guys freaking out? It's a perfectly plausible story.
I mean, they closed the deal already, right? It's not like Mark can back out. I can't believe Mark backed out on us.
Well, I mean, he thinks we're all crack jobs.
Can you blame him? I mean, a Yakuza hammerhead shark crime syndicate. Joe, what the fuck were you thinking?
God, I'm sorry, guys. I was just so excited to get an offer of that magnitude that I just started reminiscing on old times.
Oh, shit. Harvey's calling me. Hey, Steve.
Donald, you get my money yet?
Well, Mark offered Joe and George $50 million for their business.
50 million? Absolutely incredible. You goose-stepping bitches took it, right?
Well, we ended up fumbling it and Mark backed out of the offer.
You motherfuckers. I've had it up to here with you sons of bitches.
Was he understanding?
Yeah, I think he took it well.
Golly, Steve, I have to thank you for inviting us over to your home again. It's nice to get the chance to relax and finally hang out as friends.
Do you have any more top ramen? I'm starving.
You motherfuckers are not my guests, and Kim, get the hell out of my pantry.
Steve, what the hell? Where's the Ben & Jerry's? Last I checked, your fridge was stocked full of them.
Donald, get the fuck out of my fridge and get over here. Now listen, first, I never invited you guys into my home to begin with. Y'all broke in. Second, we're not here to hang out. I called you all over because I have an idea on how you buffoons can get me my money and perhaps even earn a bit of dough for yourselves.
This isn't going to be like Jackass, right? Where we have to do crazy stunts for people's amusement.
Are you kidding me, Barack? That would be an honor. In North Korea, Jackass is one of our most beloved shows. In fact, on some of my boys' night out with the generals, we would even try to replicate some of their acts. However, this quickly stopped after one of our generals actually died from one of said stunts. So yeah, you're right, actually. This isn't gonna be like Jackass, is it?
Trust me, what you have to do is completely safe and simple. Although you may possibly suffer an attack from a paranormal entity, but that's about it.
Oh shit! Please tell me we're not going on another haunted adventure.
I don't understand. How does going on a haunted adventure make us money?
Well, because this time you'll be bringing all of this equipment with you, including that camera. Once you have irrefutable proof that the paranormal world exists, I'll sell it to my contacts and we'll make an easy profit.
Which one of your contacts will want to buy a video of a ghost?
Oh, television network producers go ape shit for this type of stuff. Especially ones on the Sci-Fi and History Channel.
Wait, the History Channel wants video footage of a ghost?
If they wanted video footage of an undead skeleton, they could just tape Joe. The man is prehistoric.
Donnie, that was churlish, unnecessary, and rude, and I do expect an apology.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry, Joe.
Thank you. Now let's move on from this.
Anyways, I thought the History Channel focuses on education and covering actual historical events.
Oh, hell no! Let me tell you, one night I was blazing some of the devil's cabbage. I tuned into that crap at 3 a.m. and literally saw a conspiracy theorist ranting about how a giant floating whale is gonna bring about the end times. Crazy shit, man. Then following that, there was an 8-hour marathon of ancient aliens. Nah, that channel is Conspiracy Central now.
Well, what if we don't see or catch anything on camera?
See, now that's impossible, since the place you'll be visiting is the Queen Mary, one of the most notoriously haunted places in America.
Hey, I happen to know a Queen Mary. However, she only goes live on this streaming platform from 6 to 9 p.m. And if you donate to her, she giggles, says thank you, and then writes your name on her body with a black marker.
Joe, are you talking about a Twitch thought?
Motherfucker, that's not the type of Queen Mary I'm talking about. I'm referring to the retired ocean liner that is frequently labeled as one of the most haunted places in the world.
Oh shit, please. Isn't there some other way we can get you your money? I mean, we all still have our revenue streams from our businesses. What if we just pay you through that?
Ordinarily, that would be fine. But listen, Donald tells me you need cash fast, right? Get me a clip of whatever is haunting the Queen Mary, and I'll sell it the next day. I can basically get the amount of cash that your businesses would normally take a few months to generate by tomorrow, provided that you all succeed.
Golly, that's kind of a lot of pressure, Stuart.
I think it's a good plan. I mean, with how often we usually see paranormal things anyway, there shouldn't be any issues actually catching one on camera, especially if we're going to one of the most notoriously haunted places in America.
Also, because you lily-hopping bitches usually get yourselves into trouble, I phoned up an old pal of mine to meet you there.
Seems like you place a lot of faith upon this mystery man, Stevia.
If anyone knows how to flesh out the paranormal, it'll be him.
Mr. President, sorry for being late. I was hotboxing in my car while driving over here and lost track of time.
Joe Rogan is Steve's contact.
Wait, you were getting high while driving over here?
Yeah, but it's all good. I drive a Tesla, so I just put it on autopilot. Completely safe and legal. Anyways, have you guys ever done DMT?
I may have tried it once or twice in my younger years, Joseph.
Hold on, can we go back to when he said driving high was legal in a Tesla?
Joe, you can still get a DUI for that.
Nah, wait, seriously? Because I've been doing this shit for years.
This is who Steve said would keep us out of trouble?
Hey now, hold on. I've heard and seen plenty of crazy shit throughout my life, Mr. President. Steve was right to have me guide you guys through this place. If it happens to be a violent entity, my expertise in mixed martial arts and my explosive turning sidekick will ward off any spirit from being able to harm us.
How the hell are your kicks going to affect something incorporeal?
Oh shit, I didn't think about that. But listen, this is going to be crazy, Mr. Presidents. More wild than what the creators wrote up for that one kid's show where the main character had cancer.
The hell kind of kids show are you talking about?
Oh, I know the one. He's talking about Caillou.
Yeah, that's the one. Some dark stuff they had airing back in the day.
There's no way the creators made an actual kid show where the main character had cancer.
No, I'm telling you, Caillou was exposed to intense UV radiation, and as a result, it's why he has cancer. That's why his parents always let him get his way on the show, even if he was a nuisance. Because they knew he's dealing with a serious condition.
Holy shit, it all makes sense now.
Is there anyone with a level head that can confirm this?
Well, my personal theory was that he was just released from prison And whilst incarcerated, he had his head shaved to secure protection from a skinhead gang.
The hell, Joe?
Mr. Presidents, how do you not know this? It's the same case as Dora being able to speak to her backpack and the map, because the writers had her constantly eating wild shrooms in each episode. She was hallucinating it all. Some awful shit, man, but it makes for some good content, I guess.
This cannot be true.
Joe, being a ghost hunter yourself, can you explain to these guys that lubricating one's body and masturbating furiously is the first line of defense in the event of a phantasmal assault?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but please do not try to do that tonight if we do end up seeing a spirit. But enough lollygagging, Mr. Presidents. Standing still here high as a kite is letting me feel the sensation of the saliva trickling down my esophagus. I need to start walking. Let's board the ship and start setting up the equipment.
Shit! Why the hell are we always in these haunted predicaments? These adventures stress me out so much they're turning my hair gray.
Joe, you already have a full head of gray hair.
On a more important note, why the hell do we have to haul all of the equipment around while Donnie and Kim get away scot-free?
A king has no need to burden himself when he's in the presence of such able-bodied squires, Barack.
Barack, do you know what day it is tomorrow?
No.
Well, it's back day. The last thing I want to do is encumber or tax myself today, which will lead to a weekend workout tomorrow. I wouldn't expect you to understand, of course, being so simple-minded.
Whatever. George, set up your tripod in the hallway, and Rogan, you set up your camera in the bathroom. I'll set up my camera by the bed.
What are you talking about? I don't have a tripod.
What do you mean you don't have a camera?
The hell's in your bag, then?
Essentials, of course, I assure you. Shrooms, DMT, occult python, Raid cockroach spray. That's not because I'm afraid of any pests lurking around the ship. It's usually pretty clean. I just huff that shit.
Just like computer duster. I do that sometimes, when I need to focus and think straight.
Kim, that's not how that works, and it's also extremely dangerous. You can literally die from that.
Wait, are you being serious?
I also have Monopoly in case our ghost friend likes board games. A brownie, my sleep apnea machine, which is super loud, by the way, so I hope you guys can sleep through that, some trail mix, and my bong, which is hella dirty, holy shit. I haven't cleaned this thing in so long, I think I might be able to make a microbacterial terrarium out of this shit.
That's fucking disgusting, Joe.
How the fuck is any of that supposed to help us with our ghost hunt?
Guys, it's fine. I'll just set up my camera in the bathroom then. Setting that up was much easier than I thought it would be. I'll say, Joseph, I think you've become quite the handyman.
Joseph, remember.
Holy fuck! What was that? Guys, I just heard something whisper my name in the bathroom. Guys? Fuck, where the hell did everyone go? Oh God, this is my biggest fear. Not only being trapped in a room with a spirit, but also being alone too. Oh man, where the hell can they be?
Fucking actual robbery. Do you see that? A large Coke by itself is $9.
Donnie, calm down.
If you think that's bad, check out the food. Jesus, a lobster here is $42. I can get 3 Thailand hookers for 1 hour at that price.
I mean, lobster is typically pretty expensive.
Yeah, but for $40, we're literally right next to the ocean. I could just dive into the waters and scoop one up with my own hands.
You diving into the waters? The last thing this overpriced state needs is a disaster in the form of a tsunami, Donald.
Kim, if you were to cannonball into the ocean, it would cause greater tidal waves than if Godzilla himself were to emerge from the abyssal depths.
What about the bison burger? It's a bit cheaper and comes with sides and a beverage.
A side order of crinkle cut or shoestring fries, depending on your preference. Damn, that does look really delicious.
It might be my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw one of the cooks back there pick his nose, then put a patty on the grill. I don't know if anyone has any problems with that.
Guys, why do I feel like we're forgetting something?
Oh shit, where the hell is Joe?
We left Joey back in the haunted room? What the hell, Barack?
What? Why is it my responsibility to always play chaperone?
Well, because the rest of us are comically unstable or unpredictable wild cards. Either you or George are supposed to be the sensible ones responsible for keeping the group dynamic grounded. I thought this was established since our first adventure.
Guys, let's just get back to the room. Joe's probably having a panic attack by now.
Joe, are you okay, buddy?
Guys, you all left me and I was scared. Why would you do that to me?
Shit, sorry, Joe. Rogan wanted to go downstairs for a bite, and we totally forgot you were still in the bathroom.
I'm just glad you guys are back. I hope you don't mind, Joe, but in order to calm myself down, I rummaged through your bag and ate your delicious brownie. Chocolate always calms me down in times of uncertainty.
That's not good.
Why, what's wrong?
George, you have a halo on your head and your angel wings are so beautiful. When did you become a saint?
What?
The hell's wrong with him?
Holy fuck, look at his eyes.
Yeah, that was no ordinary brownie, Mr. Presidents. It may or may not have been an edible.
The fuck? I've had edibles before, and I never looked at someone and thought they were an angel.
Yeah, well, this shit was also laced with PCP. To make matters worse, he also ate all of it, so he's gonna be out of commission for probably the entire night.
Fucking fantastic. Why the hell did you bring that along with you, Joe?
Listen, I didn't know how we were gonna get along. Usually, weed and edibles are a good icebreaker if the group dynamic is a bit awkward. It lets everybody loosen up a bit.
Well, the situation doesn't look all bad, gentlemen.
What do you mean, George?
Joe set up a camera, and from the looks of it, it seems as though it detected a whisper.
Joseph, remember.
Holy fuck! What was that?
Holy shit, it referred to him by name.
Think that's enough proof for Steve to close a deal?
Doubt it. Even though none of us were here, any skeptic could have just said it was one of us behind him playing tricks. But this is good for us, though. At least we know that there's something here willing to talk to us.
You look like a beautiful dwarf, Joey. Like Gimli's long-lost, forgotten half-brother. All you need is a mace to match that handsome, glimmering suit of armor you have on. Once well-equipped, you can defend Minas Tirith from the Orcish armada, led by the insidious Witch King of Angmar.
What the fuck?
Okay, so Joe's completely out for the count, so what do we do now?
Well, we have all the cameras set up, so all we need to do is to get a reaction out of whatever's here. We should start by asking it questions.
Kim, the dandruff on your hair reminds me of the stardust that once enveloped the multiverse.
The hell? Do I actually have dandruff in my hair?
Joe, buddy, we need you to be quiet for this part, okay?
Okay, Christopher, anything for you? I'm sorry I failed.
Holy shit, this guy's off his rocker. Who the hell is Christopher?
Whoa, did you guys hear that? It sounded like a knock.
Holy crap, there it is again.
You sure that's not just the floorboard creaking from Donald shifting his weight?
Okay, if something is in this room and would like to communicate, please knock.
Incredible.
To whatever is here, my name is Joe, and I'd like to start a conversation with you. We'll each ask a question, and you can respond with 1 knock, meaning no, and 2 knocks, meaning yes. Okay, first question. Are you alone? Am I speaking to a single spirit? That's a no.
Incredible. So we're speaking to more than one entity right now.
Is there a heaven?
If there was, Kim, I'm not sure if you'll be heading there when you croak.
Are you saying I'm going to hell, Donald?
More so implying that not even in the entirety of God's heavenly host does there exist a single angel strong enough to ascend while simultaneously carrying you.
Is my old Nana in heaven staring down at us right now?
That's awkward.
Rest in peace, Nana. May you stay warm and be at ease, staring up at us from down below.
Jesus, Joe.
Are you able to somehow influence the objects around us?
Was that the faucet?
Yeah, the sink just turned on by itself.
Wow, this is fascinating. Think it's linked to what we saw at the Crying Alley in SpaceX?
I don't think so. Whatever we're communicating with seems a lot more calm and welcoming. Do you seek to do us any harm?
Shit! Well, so much for being welcoming, George.
Holy shit, it's gonna attack!
Get behind me, Mr. President. It won't be able to get past my jumping scissors kick.
Actually, the extra knock came from me. That time I was shifting my weight onto my other foot.
Jesus, Donnie?
Good. I won't have to disrobe then.
Thank Christ.
My mouth and tongue feels like it's swallowing itself.
The hell is wrong with him?
He'll be fine. He just has cotton mouth. Next question to whatever is here. Have you ever tried DMT?
Joe, you seriously gonna waste the rare opportunity of interrogating a spirit by asking if it's tried any psychedelics?
What? It's a good question.
Whatever is here, are you trapped? Unable to move on?
Fuck, that's a yes.
Are you in some part suffering or perhaps in pain?
Jesus.
Curious.
What is it?
When we used the spirit box in the Crying Alley, whatever was there also said it was trapped and suffering.
But it can't be the same entity, can it? I mean, that one was much more hostile.
Perhaps all spirits are somehow trapped. The suffering mentioned in both instances may just be a universal trait that all spirits share from being unable to move on.
I mean, I also have some hydrocodone on me if you think that will help alleviate the spirit's pain.
Perhaps in time, the pearly gates will be so kind as to accept the spirits trapped here into its imperial domain, as well as myself. Even after all of the devastation I failed to prevent, and all the lives that were forfeited under my watch.
The hell is he talking about?
Think I know what he's referring to. One day he had a 10-game loss streak on League of Legends where he just kept feeding the enemy jungler. We lost every team fight and ended up having like 40 deaths each game.
Seems plausible.
Can we do anything to help the spirit in this room?
No knock.
No knock, but George's camera caught something in the hallway. Take a look at that.
Can we do anything to help the spirit in this room?
Holy hell. Now that's definitely going to make Steve happy.
I don't understand. You're trapped. You need our help. You suffer, yet we're only met with cryptic responses. How can we assist you?
Doesn't seem like it wants to talk anymore.
Well, what we have makes for some pretty good footage. Anyone else want to try and ask it another question before we call it a night?
To the spirit in question, do you also think the price for a large Coke in the diner downstairs is overpriced?
Oh, now who's wasting this perfect opportunity, Donald?
Now that was a perfectly appropriate question. Come on, charging a Coke for that price is criminal.
No response. I think it's done talking to us.
Leave it to Donald to chase away a ghost with his obsession over food.
Well, I think it's time to turn in, Mr. Presidents. Just gotta turn this on. Yes, there we go. Simply perfect. Music to my ears. Well, sleep tight, Mr. Presidents.
Did he fall asleep already?
Jesus, actual narcoleptic.
How the hell are we supposed to sleep through that?
Well, at least lay down and try. If we're lucky, maybe we can get at least a few hours in before sunrise.
Joe. Joe!
What the... Donnie, what is it?
Joe!
Donnie, what are you doing in the hallway?
Joe, get the hell out of here. Don't worry about me. I'll take care of this.
Hey, what the hell is with all the racket? You're disturbing my zen.
Zen? You're the one with a jet engine in the room. I mean, Jesus. Can that thing be any louder?
Oh, sorry. Guess I'll just die in my sleep so your precious ears won't be agitated.
Guys, knock it off. Look at Joe. He's just standing in the hallway.
What's he doing?
Joe, you okay, buddy?
Donnie, I don't know.
Well, what happened?
I heard and saw Donnie. He was at the end of this hallway, and he was shouting my name before entering this room, right here.
Joe, you're most likely still high from the edible. It was probably your imagination.
His eyes look white enough to me.
Guys, he wasn't hallucinating.
Joe, get the hell out of here. Don't worry about me. I'll take care of this.
What the hell?
What the?
I don't understand. How is that possible?
Now that's gonna rake in some of the big bucks for sure. Steve's definitely gonna want this.
What exactly is going on here? Can whatever's here explain what is happening?
Nothing.
It was a good call setting up the camera by Donnie's bed, Barry. The exact time this event occurred, the other camera was recording Donnie fast asleep. This makes for some pretty solid evidence that something's at play here.
In any event, staying here is not going to give us any more answers. It's clear the spirit is done talking with us for now.
Well, then let's pack up and get this back to Steve. At least our mission here was a success. I think this is sufficient enough evidence to spark interest in Steve's buyers.
Gentlemen, that footage was immaculate, awe-strucking, the creme de la creme of ghost hunting footage. With this, you just provided irrefutable proof of the existence of the supernatural to even the most headstrong skeptic. Not only did the sci-fi producers and the doomsday freaks on the History Channel buy it, but even various news agencies expressed interest. Just exactly what was that, though? Any idea what you guys encountered?
Not a clue. At first, we thought it might have been the entity we ran into in a previous venture to a haunted house, but I'm not so sure. This one seemed more reasonable and collected. Possibly another skinwalker, since it did imitate Donald's silhouette.
Well, regardless, you boys finally managed to not only not screw up, but you also made history.
Well, if Alex was here, I'm sure he would have found a way to screw things up.
Wait, Alex? As in Alex Jones? You guys hang out with him? What the hell? You know he and I go way back, right? Why didn't you ask him to tag along?
Because establishing a script with 7 characters heavily intertwined within the plot is simply not feasible, Joseph. It makes for a very difficult challenge to universally flesh out each character while simultaneously displaying each of their strengths and drawbacks. The in-universe canonical answer, however, is that he is busy trying to find a manufacturer to buy the patent for resistance fuel, since Mark Cuban backed out of the deal with me and George.
Jesus Christ. Did he eat another brownie?
Joe, why do you keep leaving your bag unattended for him to eat your edibles?
Don't look at me. I only had just the one.
Where the hell does he keep finding these?
Oh shit, that might have been one of mine.
In any case, with this and Alex securing a buyer, we should have more than enough capital to make back our losses and help fund Elon for the reconstruction he's undergoing.
This calls for some celebration. Let's hit up one of the strip clubs in LA. I know one with some nasty ass bitches that'll do anything you ask for just $5. It do got some roaches in between the couches sometimes, and you do run the risk of ending up with a needle or two in your arm by the end of the night, however.
Yeah, I think we'll pass.
Guys, what the hell? I thought we all agreed that we'd come dressed as bounty hunters.
Upon further contemplation, George, I decided that becoming a meager bounty hunter was far beneath my standards. Why be a forgettable, insignificant speck of an errand boy when I can instead shape the galaxy as one of the Lords of the Sith and Fist of the Empire himself?
Jesus, he's really getting into the role play.
I'm just surprised he didn't come dressed as Darth Sidious.
The galaxy is rotten to the core with villainy and corruption. Only through ruthless imperialism can we truly establish the peace and stability that the incompetent Republic and treacherous Jedi spent a millennia trying to attain. Henceforth, you will all serve as my personal underlings, Inquisitors, tasked with suppressing any partisan activity and rooting out any and all Jedi in exile. Furthermore, you will refer to me as Trump Vader or Lord Trump. However, my lord will also suffice. Anyone who fails to meet my demands or please me in any avenue shall be ordered 66th, like those traitorous bastard sons of bitches Jedi. Now find me Kenobi.
Donald's right. Bounty hunters are lame. Why be a loser living paycheck to paycheck hunting Rhodians and Wookiees when I can use the Force to crush my enemy's windpipe? One of you guys should have really come dressed as Darth Maul, though. We could have had some sick brother-to-brother roleplay.
It's just annoying how we all settled on coming as bounty hunters, but when we get here, Joe's the only one who stuck to the plan.
Oh, it's okay, George. At the end of the day, we're here just to have a grand old time. It's no big deal if Barry wants to come dressed as Lando.
Joe, I am not Lando. I am Han Solo, instrumental leader within the Rebel Alliance and galactic renown smuggler.
So you didn't want to cosplay as a bounty hunter, but instead wanted to come as a smuggler? That's a huge downgrade. Like going from Hollywood actor to porn star.
Look, leave me alone. I just like Han Solo, okay? Plus, can any of you guys make the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that one, Barry. That is pretty badass.
Who cares about flying fast? I can literally block a blaster bolt with my hands.
And I can ransack a diner in public.
You talking about your character or yourself?
Both. You know, that's actually why I chose this guy. He just matches me to a T. Tall, handsome, muscular. And in my college years, my friends and I used to go to Denny's, crossfaded, and trash the place.
I don't think it was a Denny's that he trashed, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Christ! Did you guys see that Mandalorian over there? I didn't even know they made armor in that size. What is that, 5XL? It took all of the Beskar in the known universe just to forge his breastplate alone.
You're one to talk, Donald.
Donnie, don't be an ass.
An ass? The guy literally has a corn dog in one hand and an inhaler in the other. There is no way that jetpack on his back is taking off.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, buddy, aren't you a little fat for a Mandalorian?
Donnie, calm down. People are starting to stare.
Donald, you're just angry that he's the one with the corn dog and not you.
Okay, listen. I'll admit the corn dog did look pretty tasty. Say, anyone want to visit the concession stand? All this talk about food has me a bit riled up now.
Donnie, there's no way you're thinking about food after just ragging on that poor guy.
Quiet, Solo. I'm the most powerful being in our group right now, and therefore I call the shots. Come, my Inquisitors, let us make our way to the snack bar. Nothing beats replenishing the midi-chlorian count like a good old-fashioned corn dog.
You know, I'm still trying to wrap my head around how Donald mocked a guy for a corn dog, but then went on to say he wanted to buy one himself.
Are you really surprised? It's Donald. How many times has he yelled at us for throwing when we play Siege, but then he goes on to die 5 times in a row when trying to spawn Peak?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey, Barry, I forgot my wallet at home. How about you smuggle me one of them chocolate popsicles?
What? I'm not going to steal food for you, Alex. What if I get caught? We'll get kicked out.
Come on, no one's looking. The cashier is too busy fucking that one chick in the slave Leia cosplay. George and I aren't nimble enough in our armor, but you can easily bend over the counter and grab it.
Alex, you're seriously going to put me in this position?
Come on! It's the least you can do for me after I went out on an arm and a leg for you guys securing a buyer for our pre-workout patent.
Fuck. You're really going to hold that over my head, huh? Okay, fine. But this is the only time I'm doing this.
You'll be fine. No one's watching. Also, I got your back if someone does catch us. I'll say you dropped your wallet on the other side or something. Now hurry up. Get the chocolate one.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
Hey, sir, what do you think you're doing?
Oh shit, we're fucked.
Sir, I told my friend not to steal. Begged him practically. He just has a mind of his own.
Alex, you piece of shit.
Wait, is that?
I'm just busting your balls, guys. What's up, Barry?
Joe, you old bastard. It's good to finally see you again.
You too, buddy. We got to get you back on the podcast sometime. Also, sick cosplay, by the way.
Look at that. Great minds truly do think alike. Maul and Oppress side by side. We're always on the same wavelength, Joe.
Holy shit, Joe. You gave me a damn heart attack. That's the last time I ever do anything like that again, Alex.
Joe, what are you doing behind the counter? Are you manning this place?
Hell no. You see that kid over there? He's been busy gazing at chicks in Rey and Leia costumes for the past 3 hours. So while he was distracted, I just hopped over the counter and started stealing shit. I've had at least 6 R2 popsicles and 7 blue milk martinis. What do you guys want? I mean, I can literally get you guys anything back here. It's like a buffet.
Hey, give me that chocolate popsicle back there.
Have you just been giving away free food all this time?
Hell yeah. This big-ass Mandalorian came here earlier. Huge motherfucker. You couldn't have missed him. He ordered a burrito, so I hooked him up. Gave him a triple wrap and even seared it with some cannabis oil.
Joe, you're spiking people's fucking burritos?
Yeah, shit's funny as hell. You guys should have seen it. He started tripping over himself as he was trying to make his way to the corn dog stand after.
What a lightweight. Hey, you still got some of that cannabis butter on you?
Of course I do.
How about you whip us up a batch of brownies?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm so down. Hey, after it's done baking, we should give one to that kid manning the register.
Joe, you are an evil genius.
Hey, what the fuck are you buffoons doing there behind the counter?
Holy fuck, it's the feds.
Oh, shit. It's a fucking cop. Run, Mr. Presidents.
Jesus.
Gentlemen, I must say those corn dogs really hit the spot. Kind of annoyed I didn't get that funnel cake, though. Would you guys mind if we hop back into line for it?
Donald, you cannot possibly tell me that after eating 11 corn dogs that you still want dessert.
Golly, do you guys see that? Look, it's baby Grogu. Donnie, take a look at this little guy. He's so cute, don't you think so? Donnie, did you hear what I said?
Yeah,
What is it?
I think I just saw Joe Rogan in handcuffs being escorted out by some cops.
What the hell is Joe doing here?
I don't know, but I think he just used one of the horns on his head to stab one of the security guards, and now he's making a run for it.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, you won't believe it. We just narrowly escaped being nabbed by the feds. No thanks to Barry here, who tried to rob some goods at the concession stand.
Alex, you literally told me to grab the ice cream. If we would have been apprehended, it would have been your fault.
Guys, look, I found Grogu.
Oh, great. This crap again.
What's wrong?
Baby Yoda is a cheap cop-out, catered to Star Wars moms attempting to bewitch the audience by masking the show with a cutesy appeal so that their attention is averted from the atrocious writing supersaturating the series. The Mandalorian is a nonsensical series about nothing that contributes little to the Star Wars franchise other than hearing a green puppet making baby noises for 45 minutes straight. Meanwhile, the main character aimlessly gravitates towards side quests that neither progresses his character or the plot of the show, if indeed it even had one to begin with.
Damn, Donnie, tell us how you really feel.
Alex, keep your guard up for those cops. I think I saw one eyeing us while Donnie was on his rant.
Don't worry, Barack, I have my eyes, ears, and horns on the lookout. They're not taking us to Guantanamo tonight.
Oh, but Donnie, he's so adorable. I just have to take him with me. Look at this. There you go, little fella. Right over the shoulder. What do you guys think?
I think it looks very wholesome, Joey.
Looks stupid.
Come on, Donald. Get the vibro staff out of your ass and give him this. It'll mean the world to him.
Fine, all right, but only because it'll make Joe happy. You two make a fine pair, Joe. If you want to take him with us, you won't hear a peep out of me.
Oh, thanks, Donnie.
Now, what's this I'm staring at? A band of dirt-bathing Jawas scrounging for scraps.
Sorry, but can we help you?
Perhaps and perhaps not. Look at you with your terribly designed wish-quality costumes. What, did you stop by the Dollar Tree to get those? Staggeringly embarrassing.
Embarrassing? You're the one not even in a Star Wars costume. What, did you not get the memo?
Settle down there, Jabba.
Look, we kind of have our hands full at the moment. We don't have time to be chewed out by some guy dressed up as Master Chief.
Wait, that voice. Unmask yourself and let your identity be revealed. I knew it. It's Steve Downs. He's the actual voice of Master Chief.
Kim, how did you know that?
Are you kidding me, Barack? First off, his voice is extremely iconic.
It's true, I'm quite a big deal.
Second, back when I was a young adult, my father's generals were always too busy discussing matters of national security with him. However, because of how overprotective my family was of me, I was unable to make friends or socialize with anyone, really. So I spent most of my days alone and secluded, just playing the Halo campaign since my parents also wouldn't let me play the online modes.
Damn, that's actually extremely sad.
I'm so sorry you went through that, Kim.
I'm the one who's sorry for everyone at this convention. They're the ones misfortunate enough to have to deal with your amateurish cosplays. Now let's see what we have here before us. First, we have Darth Diabetes.
Hey, fuck you, pal!
Second, we have what looks to be Thanos with a spray tan gone wrong.
I'm the brother to Darth Maul, actually.
More like his discount cousin that Sidious kept locked up in the attic. Then we have George as Dengar, Joe as Cad Bane, and finally, Moff Gideon himself.
I am not Moff Gideon.
He is Saw Gerrera.
Yes, I see it now.
Fuck's sakes.
What are you even thinking cosplaying as Dengar for, George? The only worst bounty hunter you could have possibly picked is that weird fly fucker from Episode 5.
I believe his name was Forlom.
I believe I don't give a fuck. However, I must admit, Joe, Your outfit does outshine the rest of these clowns. I think you make a pretty badass looking Cad Bane.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Chief. What a nice Navajo chieftain he is.
Joe, he's not an actual Indian chieftain. Master Chief is his naval rank.
Oh, hey there, Daddy Donnie. I see you met my new man.
Drake?
The hell? You two are together?
He's the Watto to my Shmi.
Drake, you know Watto owned Shmi as a slave, right? They didn't exactly have a healthy relationship.
Doesn't matter, Barry. Love outshines all societal taboos. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you too can find happiness. Plus, we actually have a lot in common.
Like what exactly?
Well, we can both take 10 brute chieftains at the same time, just in different ways. Isn't that right, Chiefy?
Indeed, my dandelion.
What the hell is happening?
Perhaps that's a bit too much information.
We did not need to know that.
Don't let their words bother you, Drake. They're just jealous of our fervent, unwavering devotion to one another.
They envy us.
Well, I, for one, am quite happy for the both of you.
Thank you, Joseph.
So why exactly are you taking shots at us, Steve?
I like to frequent many conventions and find those who bullied me. Then I return the favor by ragging on their inferior cosplays.
What do you mean, those who bullied you?
Back in the 360 days, I used to queue up for SWAT mode all the time. However, I wasn't the best, and at every lobby there was always some snot-nosed, punk-ass, fat fudge fucking kid who would always belittle me for it. This is my way of getting back at those who hurt my feelings.
It's okay, Chiefy, you have me now. Your burdens are also mine now.
Together we shine brighter than even the most radiant of stars.
Okay, but what does that have to do with any of us? We never bullied you online.
Well,
For fuck's sakes, Donnie, seriously?
listen, he was basically intentionally feeding. I mean, the game literally has aim assist. Just pull the damn trigger.
Fuck you, Donald. I was the voice and spirit of the franchise, and you vehemently attacked me just because I couldn't play well.
For fuck's sakes, Donald. We're in this predicament because of you?
Not just him. Butterlard, the hut over there, was also bullying me.
Alex, are you serious?
All he had to do was keep the fucking warthog steady, but he kept driving like Kim over there.
I'm a good driver, damn it.
I can't land a single shot when the guy's navigating the vehicle like we're on a damned roller coaster.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I know I was bad, but that didn't justify the dozens of Xbox voice messages you guys sent me. You guys literally made my nights a living hell.
They sent you voice messages?
Yeah, constantly telling me to take a bath with a toaster, or telling me to ask my mother if her back was still sore from last night.
Jesus, how old are you two?
That's what he gets for throwing our matches.
How many messages exactly did each of them send you?
52 from Donald and 44 from Alex.
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Look, as much as we'd love to hang around and chat, we actually have to get going. To give you guys a rundown, some cops are looking for us, and we have to get the hell out of here before they find us.
Oh shit, the cops are looking for you guys?
Why? What's it to you?
Who do you think gave Joe all of that cannabis cooking oil?
Oh, hell yeah, Chief. That's just what this convention needs to spice things up.
Oh my God. What the hell, Steve? Why would you do that?
Because I saw this big-ass 600-pound Mandalorian in line for the concession stand. Huge son of a bitch, you couldn't have missed him. Anyways, he was also one of the ones who attacked me on Xbox Live. So I spiked his burrito. Consider it restitution.
Any and all who come between us will suffer the wrath of 1,000 suns, Barack.
You are my real-life Cortana Drake.
Only in death may we be parted.
Okay, well, regardless, we got to get out of here before we get arrested. Alex, Donnie, just apologize to Steve so we can all get out of here.
We're past apologies, Barack. It's gonna take something much more for us to be square.
What the hell do you want?
You guys still play Fortnite? How about you add me and we hit up some squads later tonight?
In your dreams, pal.
Fuck no. I ain't squatting with your trash-ass aim.
Screw you guys. You bastards haven't changed a bit.
Jesus, what are you guys, 12?
How about a compromise then?
What are you suggesting?
The Star Wars trivia panel is about to start. What if we all enter and help you try to win the prize, Mr. Chieftain?
Depends. What's the prize?
From what I saw, it was a Black Series replica of the Darksaber.
Ooh.
No way. If I'm winning that saber, I'm keeping it.
Me too. I want a Darksaber.
Oh my God, you two are literally children. Can you guys be mature for once and just help out poor Steve? This is literally your chance to right the wrongs of the past and to let bygones be bygones.
Barack, we are Sith. Go take that hippie nonsense to those pacifist pencil pushers back on Naboo.
Oh my God.
Look, we'll all help Steve, and Alex and Donnie can just enter separately. Surely all of our heads put together can easily beat them.
I wouldn't be so confident, George. The Sith know all and see all.
Donnie, you are an ass.
Everyone, the Star Wars trivia panel is about to begin. Please make sure your phones are registered to our online quiz platform so your answers can be correctly synced and registered.
Hey, Donald, want to enter the lobby with some goofy usernames?
Sure. What name are you going with?
Oh, you'll see.
Excuse me. Whoever entered the lobby with the username Sith on my face must change that. Please keep names family friendly.
Seriously, Alex?
Fucking buzzkills.
Guys, I'm so nervous. If we lose, they're just gonna make fun of me again, I know it. I can't go through all of that abuse a second time. You guys don't understand the type of hell those two put me through. Sleepless nights and days devoid of any joy. That's what those two did to me, for years.
It's okay, Chiefy. You're among friends now.
Oh, don't you worry, Chieftain. You're in good hands. Although it's true Donnie is a formidable opponent when it comes to Star Wars trivia, I too have spent many a night studying the curious lore of the Nazgul.
The Nazgul?
Joe, that's Lord of the Rings, not Star Wars.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
I am so screwed.
Jesus! Are there really only 3 people who signed up? What a deadbeat convention. Ungrateful pigs. I'm up here wasting my time only for 8 hicks to show up. I told you we should have had paid spectators fill in the panel. Either that or create fake user accounts like what Blizzard did at their Diablo Q&A.
Sir, your mic is live.
Oh, shit. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Flex Wiesla, and I'll be hosting this panel. We all wholeheartedly appreciate every person for taking the time to be here. Now let's get to the first question. Who was responsible for wiping out any information regarding Camino in the Jedi's archives?
Too easy.
Right? I mean, who wouldn't know that answer? It was Greedo, right?
Okay, I know this one at least. It was Count Dooku.
That was an easy one. No doubt Alex and Donnie also got that one.
Hey, guys, just coming here to compare notes. The answer was Greedo, right?
Alex, get the hell out of here.
Oh, screw you, Barry.
Second question. How old was Anakin during the Battle of Geonosis?
Another easy one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. He was 14, right?
14. Alex, did he look 14 in the damn movie?
I don't know, but he sure as hell acted like it.
Oh crap, guys, I need help on this.
Well, he was at least 18, because that was when all that freaky shit was happening with Padme.
I don't know this one either.
Damn it, should we just mark it down as 18 then?
The Battle of Geonosis happened 22 years before the Battle of Yavin. Vader died 4 years after the Battle of Yavin at the age of 45, so he must have been 19 during Geonosis.
Wow, good thinking, Joey.
Joe, how did you know that?
I told you, George. I dedicated many hours studying the vast and extensive lore of Middle-earth.
Thank you, Mr. President. I definitely would have gotten that wrong without your help.
Hey guys, I was just doing some math on my end and I came up with 36 as the answer. Did you guys also get that?
Alex, we're not helping you.
Fake friends, all of you.
Third question. What kind of blaster does Han Solo carry?
Well, it had to be a Smith & Wesson, right, Donald?
Jesus. They are really ramping up the difficulty on these questions.
Damn it, do you know this one, Barry?
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea.
You cosplayed as a character without even doing your homework on him?
Yeah, well, I didn't expect to be quizzed on every minute detail of the guy.
It's a DL-44 blaster.
Are you sure, Joe?
Back when I was browsing the interwebs searching for Cad Bane's LL-30 pistol to add to my cosplay, Han Solo's weapon also came up numerous times. Unfortunately, they would both take way too long to ship here, so I didn't end up grabbing either of them.
Jesus, Joey. You are saving our ass right now.
I am truly in your debt, Mr. President.
Oh gosh, it's nothing really. I just want you to be happy is all. And if that means winning this contest to get that dark saber, then that's what we're gonna do.
Gentlemen, I came up with a Smith & Wesson as my answer. Surely you all got the same?
Go away, Alex.
Bastards.
Before we have our last and final question, it seems we have a tie between 2 contestants, Trump Vader and Master Chief. Congratulations on being the biggest losers in the convention. Am I right, Adam?
Again, your mic is live.
Jesus! Anyways, we also had another contestant by the username of Fuck's Sakes. How did this slip through? The contestant with the name Rhodian Slaver has gotten every question wrong. If we receive another tie for this round's question, then we will enter a sudden death round.
Shit, Donnie's still keeping up with us. At this rate, our luck's not gonna last.
I think I know how we can win, but we're gonna have to play dirty.
What do you have in mind?
All right, gentlemen, prepare for the final question.
I don't know how Joe's managed to carry Chief this far, but their luck's bound to run out sooner or later. That dark saber is as good as mine.
Do you usually rant to yourself like that?
Who the hell is this?
Yes, Hero. Greetings. This is Rocky Panda Superstar Chinese Restaurant, America #1.
What are you talking about?
You placed order of fried rice with side of orange chicken 1 hour ago. You come pick up now.
I did no such thing.
Final question. How old was Yoda when Luke returned to him to complete his training?
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not. That's what he says to Luke.
Thanks, George.
You got it, Chief.
One answer has been submitted. 10 seconds left on the clock.
You make my people work all day and night and you no pick up order?
Jesus. Fine. I'll pick up your damned order, but I need to get off the phone right now. All right?
Okay, sir. See you soon. Very soon. Have God bless Super American Day, Independence #1 China, and McDonald's forever, as you Americans say.
Whatever.
I'm afraid the timer has run out. Only one answer was submitted. The Darksaber goes to Master Chief.
Holy shit, guys, we did it. I can't thank you all enough.
Ah, no worries, my Native American friend. We were just happy to have helped.
Sir, please come up here and collect your prize.
Did he buy it?
Yeah, worked like a charm.
You're lucky you caught me while I was at a Chinese restaurant. Had to pay the manager $50 to get on board, but glad to see it was worth it. Tell Chief I hope he enjoys his new sword. Also, any chance to fuck with Donald, you let me know. You may have ruined the Family Feud studio, but he was the one who brought you all on. So if there's any chance to ever mess with him, count me in.
No one speaks a word of this to Donald.
That was quite crafty, Kim.
Count yourselves lucky, boys. Some random Chinese restaurant called me on the last question and distracted me. But it isn't all bad. I apparently forgot that I ordered some fried rice and orange chicken an hour ago. It's ready for pickup now, so let's get moving. I'm starving.
Ooh, fried rice.
Wait, so did he actually order the food, or did Steve just manage to gaslight him? I'm confused now.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
Well, guys, I may not have exactly reconciled with those two, but I'm glad I met the rest of you. Every time I activate this blade and swing it around, I'll be thinking of what you did for me.
We're glad to have helped you, Chief.
Wait, is that Joe?
Who are those excited fellows tailing him?
Shit! Those are fucking cops!
Run, Mr. President! Make a break for it!
Run, Drake!
Jesus!
Previously on the Presidential Adventures.
I haven't been able to sleep. Whatever this thing is, it thrives in a realm that transcends our own. Its name is Sovereign, a cosmic horror that seemingly feeds on and attacks any universe it travels to. Guys, we are dealing with an incalculable, malevolent force that threatens not only us, but the existence of every being in every reality. Its influence is already permeating the alternate reality we travel to. We don't have much time.
And once it's done there, it's coming for our universe.
You're right, George. Boot up the jump drive, Elon. We gotta stop this thing.
Wish us luck, Elon.
Good luck, Mr. President. I'm counting on you. We all are.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that feeling of jumping across dimensions. It always makes me nauseated.
Want some Pepto-Bismol tablets, Barry? I happen to have some on me.
Joe, why do you have Pepto on you?
I just like to chew on them throughout the day, like vitamin gummies.
I'm not entirely sure if that's safe.
Overdosing on vitamin gummies will be the least of your worries here, Mr. Vice President.
Anderson, it's good to see you up and about. How goes the fight?
Bloody, relentless, and seemingly never-ending. We all appreciate you coming back to fight for the fate of a world that you never even originated from, gentlemen.
Like I said, Americans from other universes are still Americans.
Your fight is our fight, Anderson. It's our duty and honor to be here.
Your devotion to the cause is admirable, Mr. President. As is yours, Mr. Chang. I'm unsure if Elon's jump drive permits you to jump across dimensions while carrying food. But if it does, you can set down the orange chicken and fried rice on that table over there.
Jesus! Here we go with this shit again!
Time is short, and the battle is coming to its stark conclusion, gentlemen. Come with me. I'll take you to the briefing room. You'll meet your counterparts there.
Oh, golly. I, for one, have been looking forward to meeting my other half.
What are they like, Anderson?
Well, most of them are identical copies of you. Just fated to walk a darker and bloodier path. It's made them hardened. Some of them may even appear unempathetic. Especially your counterpart, Mr. Trump. Just remember that lack of sympathy is not born of condescendence towards you, but rather, it's made manifest due to all the sacrifices they've had to make over the years.
And my counterpart? Do we happen to be similar?
Well, your counterpart has seen combat, yes. But if I'm being honest with you, our Mr. Chang isn't, for lack of a better term, as badass as you.
Ha! Hear that, Donald? I'm more badass than my other half.
That's because your other half is literally a Panda Express manager.
Through this door, gentlemen. It's time you met our world's versions of you.
Well, look who finally made it. And just in the nick of time. Wow, it's a pleasure to meet you, me. Or do I say George? I don't know. This is all new to me. It is kind of weird, isn't it? You were right, Anderson. Their Chang is much more imposing than ours.
I told you.
Gentlemen, it's a pleasure to finally meet your acquaintance. I would have been here to receive you earlier, but I was busy briefing our newest recruits.
All right, who's that supposed to be?
What are you talking about? That's me.
There's no way that's you, Barack. He's way too buff.
Fuck you guys. I'm just as muscular. Elon's armor just makes me look a little chubby is all.
Yeah, right. Your counterpart has the constitution of a Greek god. Meanwhile, your skinny, fat physique dishonors us all.
Kim, you're one to talk.
What the hell are you on about?
I saw you place #1 in last month's hot dog eating contest.
Bulking season, Barack. Add it to your vocabulary.
This is our cavalry. Gentlemen, this isn't an Amy Schumer comedy act. It's time to stow it with the laughs. Wait, Amy Schumer?
Oh yeah, she's really funny in our reality.
Wow, this world truly is a nightmare.
Perhaps if you arrived earlier, we wouldn't have suffered such catastrophic losses in our San Francisco assault.
Donnie, that's not fair. They came as fast as they could. The important thing is that they're here now. Goodness! Hello there, Alternate Joe. Finally, we meet at last. Well, hello there. It's good to see a friendly face around these parts. Ooh, I like what you did there. You know, I always wanted a brother to play catch with ever since I was a wee youngster. Unfortunately, since I didn't have one and Pa was usually out working late every night, I had no choice but to play it with myself.
What is happening?
Well, you see, Bucky would play poker every Friday night. Just right after Washington, the wild hog would run through Evergreen Park and squeal at the top of his lungs at 8:10. However, Bucky was extraordinary at 5-card stud, and people usually owed him a lot of money. One day, Gold-Tooth Gary accused Bucky the Butcher of cheating, and when my Nana went to his shop the next day to pick up some ribeye, she swore up and down from the Nile River to Narnia's wardrobe that she saw Gary's gold tooth embedded in the meat.
What the hell just happened?
Is that story actually true?
This has to be some sort of sick joke.
Joe, you have 2 brothers. What are you even talking about?
Does he do this often?
What do you mean?
Like, what in the world just happened right there? I feel like I just had a stroke.
Wait, your Joey doesn't do that?
I don't think so, but if I ever do go off like that, Donnie, be sure to knock some sense back into me.
Gladly.
God, this is so weird. The only counterpart that seems even remotely similar to us is yours, George.
And mine too, of course.
Barack, your counterpart is literally Hercules. Meanwhile, you're shaped like Grimace. Disgusting.
Speaking of counterparts, yours is making his way down the stairs right now, Mr. Chang. Remember, he isn't as formidably impressive as you are.
Try not to look down on him. He may not be Rambo, but he's done his part in helping our cause.
His voice is also a bit nerdy and high-pitched, so try not to be shocked. It's a stark contrast to your deep, masculine, imposing tone.
You have my word, I'll treat him with respect.
He's like our field panda.
I'm sorry, you're what?
Yeah, you know, a field panda. Sort of like a field medic, but instead of carrying medical supplies, he brings orange chicken to the war front.
This is insane.
Oh, now this should be good.
Shut up, Donald.
I've been looking forward to this meeting. Greetings, Mr. Chang. I am this world's spitting image of you.
This is a joke, right?
What?
Are you kidding me? He's way more badass looking than you, Kim.
In what world does he look cooler than me?
Apparently in every world but this one.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry to disrupt this heartfelt meeting, but time is of the essence.
Finally, some common sense. Every breath we waste is another life lost. Get them up to speed, Anderson.
Yes, General. Not too long after your initial jump to this reality, we enacted Code Protocol Theta.
Code Protocol Theta?
It initiates contact with resistance cells across domestic and foreign territories alike.
The hierarchy satellite nations included.
Enacting a unified global assault on hierarchy strongholds.
They haven't faced a coordinated opposition like this since the initial fall of America.
We've gained significant headway in many fronts, securing vital naval air stations and outposts deep within hierarchy soil. But our advance has halted significantly across the globe.
Why?
The hierarchy dangerously underestimated us. Negligence born of ignorance on their part allowed us to foster assaults on such a grand scale that it cost them vast swaths of territory. However, they began to tighten their fist 1 month ago. Since then, they have been mounting heavy reprisals.
We believe the timing of their relentless counterattack syncs up with 2 critical events. First, your dismantling of the infiltration unit.
Your actions on your world foiled the hierarchy's plans, undoubtedly painting the possibility of the potential dangers of another reality joining the war effort.
We believe the hierarchy negligently surrendered their territories to us because they were so close to finalizing construction of Sovereign's Waygate. They grew complacent and arrogant. However, with your presence here now, and the assets we retrieved from our recent assault, their grand victory is no longer certain.
Recent assault?
The second critical event, an assault on a hierarchy base in San Francisco. We received key intel that this particular outpost housed information pertaining to the frequency that the Terminators operate on. In our hands, that frequency could cripple the regime's aerial and ground units.
The Terminators operate off of a frequency?
They're not autonomous. They're forced to adhere to orders relayed to them by the hierarchy's broadcasts.
The mission was to send an infiltration team into the compound, receive the intel on the frequency, and deliver it back to command.
Oh, fiddlesticks, I have a bad feeling about this.
As our ground units were in the midst of obtaining the intel, heavy enemy air and ground support swarmed the complex. Two of our operatives, Mark Cuban and Dr. Phil, were both KIA's opposing forces stormed the building. However, they did manage to obtain the frequency and upload it to our network.
They succeeded? Yes, but they incurred heavy casualties.
Every Marine and operative knew the risks. They died so we could continue the fight.
John Schnatter, call sign, the Papa, is the only survivor of the assault. He's currently being held captive inside the complex.
Papa is alive. We have to help him.
Negative, Chang. We already have local resistance cells mounting a rescue operation.
We have one of our most important assets on the field for this specific occasion, gentlemen. I wouldn't worry. Specialist Drake and the Chief himself are on the field spearheading the liberation campaign. Before Papa was taken captive, we also received an outgoing transmission from the complex.
You really want to waste a plasma charge on me? I'll have you know the Archangel Gabriel descended from the ethereal heavens and spoke to me himself. He bestowed unto me the divine knowledge of how to fashion my world's famous garlic sauce. Kill me, and your precious supreme leader will never get his hands on the recipe.
There's no way that worked, right?
Apparently Bill is a huge fan of the pizza chain. So yes, it did work.
His last transmission was him bargaining for his life with some garlic sauce?
Are you saying that if one of the Clintons' Terminators offered you pizza in exchange for its life, you wouldn't spare it, Donald?
Okay, fine. Fair point.
He's more shrewd than he lets on, Mr. Trump. He was buying time so he could upload an additional asset to our network.
A hero in this world, just like in ours. North Korea praises you, Papa.
What was the asset he uploaded?
A highly advanced artificial intelligence that the hierarchy designed to interface directly with humans. We believe Bill planned on augmenting himself with it. Thanks to the Papa, however, we can now use it for a nobler pursuit. We call her Cortana.
Identified target.
Cortana.
Detecting 2 more hostiles dead ahead, Chief.
Not for much longer.
3 more tin heads, 2 o'clock, Chief. And 1 to your left. A T-600 model armed with an M134. That'll mow through our infantry.
It won't get the chance to.
Disengaging. No.
Nice one, Chief. That should be the last of them.
Clear. No signs of enemy hostiles.
We owe you one, Chief.
Chief, incoming transmission from command.
Chief, sitrep.
Admiral, we're encountering heavy ground resistance on the northwest quadrant of the designated compound. Specialist Drake is with B Company holding enemy ground units at a standstill. We'll cut a line through them eventually, but we'll need more time and it won't come without further casualties.
Understood, Chief. Command recommends you hold your position for now. We're still undergoing phase inversion attempts for the Terminator's frequency. Once we have an inverted signal, we'll update you.
Sir.
Did I hear you right? You said you're trying to invert the frequency?
That's correct. Our engineers are hard at work right now as we speak. The frequency's locked behind heavy encryption walls. Once we overcome that hurdle, we'll have access to it.
George, give them the microprocessor from the infiltration unit.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
I'm not following.
The frequency that the hierarchy's terminators operate through functions like a heartbeat, a rhythm constantly emitting and pulsating throughout the globe. I assume it's broadcasted from an extremely powerful relay within hierarchy soil.
That's correct.
The resistance is attempting to invert the sine wave and then emit it in order to cancel out the existing frequency, thus deactivating all hostile ground and aerial units.
So once we emit the inverted frequency, we can stop the Terminator's heartbeat. And how does the infiltration unit come into play?
You brilliant bastard. He might have saved us all.
Care to share your revelation with the rest of the class, you two Donnies?
In order to mask itself as an infiltration unit, the Terminator we dismantled must operate off of its own signal. Otherwise, it would have stopped receiving commands the moment it was jumped into our reality, since there's no hierarchy relay breathing life into it. That means not only does the infiltration unit act as the only autonomous unit with its own personal signal, but it must have security-level clearance codes if it's trusted to operate with such independence.
But Donnie, how do you know for certain?
When Elon decrypted the archive data, it had information on not only Sovereign's existence, but also its assistance in constructing the Clintons' jump drive. If it had information on that, it also has security clearance codes. It wouldn't be able to obtain that information any other way. It's true, that was highly classified intel that not even we were aware of.
Not even the data drives from the outpost we raided had any information on Sovereign.
Send the intel on the microprocessor to your engineers. It should have the clearance codes to bypass the encryption John Schnatter uploaded.
Let's hope you're right, Mr. Trump, for all our sakes.
If your hypothesis is proven correct, then you will have expedited our plans substantially.
In addition to saving countless lives in the process.
Gentlemen, I received word from our men downstairs. We should be met with a courier here soon.
Mr. President, I've been waiting for the opportunity to meet all of you. Don't mind the foil on top of my head. I just don't want Sovereign frying my neurons and short-circuiting my cerebrum.
Great, he's here too?
Is there a problem, Mr. President?
Our version of Alex and Barry don't exactly get along in our reality.
Well, it's not my fault our version of him keeps trying to incite me towards criminal acts. Oh, don't worry, this Alex does that too. He tricked us into robbing, let me guess, Steve Harvey's house? Yeah, how did you know?
I guess there are a few constants between our realities after all.
Alex, an update on the encryption.
Right. First of all, let me just say, Trump number 2, I love that perpetual squint thing you got going on.
Alex!
Right, okay. The lab rats downstairs gave us confirmation. The intel on the microprocessor supplied us with the necessary clearance codes to bypass any and all encryption.
Oh, wow. Good one, Donnie.
Well done, Donald.
The boys downstairs have inverted the frequency, which means
it's time to mount our final assault.
Captain Rogan has been steadily maneuvering the 31st and 44th Regiments towards the heart of Hierarchy soil, the headquarters of their Department of Defense and the location of the relays. As of this moment, he's been met with heavy air and ground opposition. Although he's made significant headway towards the complex, his regiments can't infiltrate it. Later today at 0700, you all will rendezvous with him and supply the captain with air and ground support.
Getting into the complex will be the most difficult aspect. Alex and our wing commanders must secure aerial supremacy, otherwise we'll never get into that base.
Rest assured, General, I've dismantled more of their F-35 global cyber raptors than I can keep track of.
Once inside, we'll divide into separate squadrons and lead a multi-pronged assault.
I thought our mission was only to upload the inverted frequency.
Negative. It's not enough that we cripple hierarchy mechanical assets. We need to dismantle the entire chain of command. Wait, Bill and Hillary are also in the complex?
Our spotters detected a vehicle escorting Bill into the compound a month ago. Since then, Captain Rogan has been relentlessly mounting his assault, effectively cutting off all routes entering and leaving the building.
Aside from air support, they're essentially isolated.
My counterpart and both Bidens will scour the building and search for Hillary and Bill. Once we have visual, we'll engage.
George, you and I will find the relays, upload the frequency, and broadcast to our nation directly. Our citizens need to know that we have reasserted control over our nation. Understood.
Barack, you and I will locate the waygate. We believe it's situated somewhere in the building. We'll navigate towards it and collapse it with explosive agents. That should stop Sovereign from being able to enter our world. Got it. Also, I have a toy you might like. How familiar are you with combat drones? Oh boy, I thought you'd never ask. I'm very familiar with them. Excellent. Take a look at these bad boys. Oh my God, they're beautiful.
Is he actually crying?
Yeah, we haven't used that gag in this series yet.
Wait, what?
And what do I do?
What we've always done, Chang. We'll follow General Barack and supply him and his troops with orange chicken and broccoli beef.
You can't be fucking serious.
It's a great honor, Chang. You'll learn in due time.
Gentlemen, this is the endgame. Everything we've worked and bled for, it all boils down to this. We've been here from the beginning. We've witnessed our nation's fall from grace, and we've seen it twisted into this aberrant obscenity. For far too long, we have seen our people butchered like cattle. For far too long, we've lived under the Clintons' metal heel. And only now do we realize the truth of it all. It takes nothing but cowardice and fear to suppress freedom and liberty, but all the aspects of courage and valor to preserve it. America was born a rebel nation, and now the day has finally arrived for it to emerge from these bloody ashes and become what it once was yet again. Today we fight not only for our independence, but we fight to preserve all that is sacred from an evil incalculable, from Sovereign. Summon your fighting spirits, your will of fire, your unwavering zeal. For today we either emerge as victorious liberators or we fail and fall. But we fail knowing that for freedom, for this fight, we gave everything.
Today's the day we reopen all Sizzler restaurants across the country. You sure he's good to go out like that?
His head may have a few loose screws, but his heart's in the right place.
Gather your strength, gentlemen. For tomorrow we usher in a new dawn, signifying the end of this era of perdition.
Detected target. Engaging.
Marines, get behind cover now.
Captain Rogan, sit rep.
General, we're encountering heavy enemy opposition. There's no way we can establish a perimeter or reach the base of the compound while their F-35s are in the air.
Who's that standing at the ledge of the building there?
This is not the time for another one of your flights of fancy, Joe.
No, he's right. There's someone standing atop the compound.
Sir, we have confirmed visual on Bill Clinton.
Soldier, take the shot.
Wait, listen.
We got incoming.
Everyone, get down now.
The F-35s are picking us apart.
Why was Bill just standing up there like that? He's gonna catch a cold. He's trying to bait us into the F-35's line of fire.
Everyone, stand down for now. Our air support should be arriving momentarily.
Jesus, it's about fucking time.
Squadron leaders, this is Admiral Anderson. All wings report in.
Command, we read you loud and clear. All systems are go.
This is Mr. Wonderful reporting in.
This is Harvey the Jefe reporting in.
This is Red Baron reporting in.
Red Baron?
What? I like the pizza brand.
Gentlemen, you're 30 seconds out from the General's location. Reports indicate dozens of cyber raptors in the sky. You'll have a hell of a fight on your hands. We're gonna need you all level-headed for this.
Ain't nothing we can't handle, Command. Years of dealing with stupid motherfuckers on Family Feud has hardened me. This is like taking a walk in the park.
General, is it too late to tell Command to airdrop us some edibles?
Are you fucking serious, Rogan?
Christ!
The fuck is wrong with you, O'Leary?
I don't fucking know. I'm seeing all types of colors and my legs are numb.
The hell? He's piloting his X-Wing upside down.
Christ! Sovereign's getting to him.
Negative, wing leaders. I believe he just ate one of Captain Rogan's edibles. I see the wrapper right next to me.
Get it together, O'Leary. I'm not dying on your account. I need to pull through this so I can kick Jones's ass for robbing my house.
Jesus, you still mad about that?
Don't worry about me, boys. Mr. Wonderful always pulls through.
Lock strike foils in attack position.
Wing leaders, you have the green light to engage the enemy. Happy hunting.
Eat laser, you fascist fucks.
This is what you get for not accepting my $1 million loan at an 18% interest rate, Bill. No one denies Mr. Wonderful.
Boys, I have one on my tail. I can't shake it. Shit, it's trying to get a lock on me.
O'Leary!
I'm on the way. Like taking candy from a fucking baby, boys.
Seriously thought I was done for. I owe you one, O'Leary.
Wait, something's not right.
O'Leary, are you hit?
Oh, hell. The fucking Cyber Raptor dispatched some buzz droids onto my ship right before it was destroyed. They're chewing straight through the hull.
Negative, O'Leary. I just did a full sweep of your fighter. Ain't nothing there, boy. You're just tripping on the edible.
Motherfuck. If we live through this, I'm gonna strangle Rogan.
Update from command. Wing leaders have engaged the F-35s. Their air support is occupied.
Marines, push up. General Biden, give us cover.
Deploying extendable shield. Get behind me. Fuck! They've unleashed their trump card.
Shit, they brought out their heavies.
Jesus, pull back. Negative, push forward. Are you insane? They just brought out their big players. Those T-600s will mow through all of us. It's suicide. We won't have another chance to push into the compound. We can't advance if we're dead.
Damn it. What I'd give for Mr. Chieftain to be here.
Well, he's not, so we have to figure it out for ourselves.
Can we use the drones to pick them off? Not advisable. They'll tear them apart.
Well, think of something quick. I can't hold them off.
Chang, lay out some of your dim sum for the generals. Food will give them the brain power they need.
Is this guy fucking joking?
Overwatch. This is 2-1 actual. Rain down an airstrike at the base of the compound.
Donald, are you insane? We're in the kill zone.
There's no other option. We either do this or we're forced to retreat.
Shit! Is this how I'm gonna go out? Without ever seeing another Sizzlers again?
2-1 actual, repeat last. You want an airstrike with the 31st and 44th being in such close vicinity.
Do it! We won't have another shot. Rain hell now, or we won't be able to break their line.
Donald, you insane motherfucker, man.
You heard the general. O'Leary, keep the Raptors busy.
What the hell do you think I've been doing?
Jefe, get ready.
Hope you're ready, gentlemen. It's about to rain hellfire.
Everyone get to cover.
Enemy charge incoming. No.
2-1 actual. 2-1 actual. Do you read?
This is 2-1 actual.
2-1 actual. All enemy ground units have been terminated.
Everyone off your asses. Get to the compound now.
Well, it appears we're about to have some visitors. It would be rude not to personally receive them, don't you think? Do make sure our guests are entertained.
Orders acknowledged, Supreme Leader.
Marines, I want this area locked down. Not a single hostile gets through our line. Establish a perimeter.
Ground units have the compound completely surrounded. Wing leaders keep the skies clear. Take care of our troops and they'll take care of the generals.
No need to remind us, Admiral. With our flying ace, O'Leary here, the skies are safer now than they were over 30 years ago.
Well, I would hope so, given that 9/11 happened in '01.
Oh shit, I kind of forgot about that.
I'd also be a bit more confident in my abilities if I wasn't tripping my balls off right now. Damn you, Rogan.
Wing leaders keep comms clear and heads focused. Additional enemy air support could be en route as we speak.
44th, get in the compound and support the generals. 31st, you're with me.
Chang, take that tray of shumai and place it on this table over here. Hurry, before it goes cold.
Can't believe I'm fucking doing this.
Whatever happens today, it was an honor to serve with you all.
Save that till after, Joe. When we all make it out of here, and we will, I'll get you that chocolate chip ice cream you've been dying for.
Oh, hooray! Goodness, hooray!
See you gentlemen on the other side.
No last words or final farewell, boys. We'll all have a nation to rebuild tomorrow. Together.
Enough of this. We need to get moving. Marines, with me. Bill was last spotted on the roof, so that's where we're headed.
Goodness, if he's still out there, he'll most certainly catch a cold.
What makes you believe he's still there?
He wasn't standing out there just for show. He was trying to bait us into the aerial unit's line of fire. Now he's trying to bait us into a confrontation. He'll be there.
As you well remember, he's heavily augmented. He has increased resilience, strength, and speed. Try to keep your distance from him. Look, I get that you desperately wanted to get into the compound, but we need to get one thing straight. And what exactly might that be? Ordering your men to advance while there was a wave of T-600 enforcers firing on us? Ordering an airstrike while we were in the kill zone? What are you implying? I'm saying you're not level-headed. You're compromised. Your lust for retribution is clouding your ability to lead. Before Joe and I go up there, we need to know that the orders you issue don't stem from impulsivity. If you've knew what they've done, if you've seen how many of our people they've butchered, you'd know that the only thing that matters is finishing this today. I agree, but not at the cost of being reckless. We should have gotten our people clear before issuing the airstrike. We're lucky to be alive. In this war, every second counts. We retreat and we'd have lost precious time. Let me ask you, when you needlessly paved the way with the skulls of the men who trusted you, is it still a victory?
He's right, Donnie. You haven't been yourself these past months. You've let anger govern your every act. Your once resolute and tactical mind has been supplanted with imprudence. Bill needs to pay, but we can't lose ourselves in the process. Otherwise, they've already won.
We've wasted enough time. Get moving.
Gosh, I'm sorry, Donnie, but at least you tried your best to get through to him. You have to understand it's not entirely his fault. He blames himself for all of this. In his mind, if he had won the election, he could have saved us from this world, and he's never forgiven himself for it. Well, that hardly seems fair. He shouldn't be the one to shoulder that burden. None of you are to blame for this nightmarish world. It's just how he operates. I'm sure with you being his counterpart, President Trump, you can empathize.
It's true. If our world suffered a similar fate, I might have turned out just like him.
Whenever he looks at any of you, it breaks him. I can see the pain in his eyes. How come? Because you're a cracked mirror, reflecting a different and better world, one that in his mind he failed to attain.
Damn it, then I better catch up to him. He's gonna need my help in ending this.
Our help, Donnie. We're in this together.
Thanks, Joe. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now come on, let's get a move on.
Bidenator on the move.
Getting to that waygate is of the utmost importance. If the other teams fail in any capacity, the waygate can still be activated, meaning Sovereign will still manage to gain entry to our reality. We won't let it come to that. I really appreciate you being here, Barack. It may not be the reality we were born in, but we're still prepared to give our lives to safeguard it if it comes to that. Let's pray it doesn't.
Chang, mind if I say something?
I swear if this is anything Panda Express related...
No, it's not. I just wanted to say it's an honor to stand beside my counterpart on this momentous day. If we pull through this, God, this is quite embarrassing to ask.
What is it?
I was wondering, maybe you could teach me how to look as cool and alpha as you.
Well, it's true, I do possess the ideal alpha physique.
Your incredibly wide chest boggles the mind, Chang.
Tell you what, if we survive this, I'll let you jump to our reality and tag along to one of my chest days.
Oh, wow. You really mean it?
Yeah. Then after that, I can show you how to style your hair just like mine. All the chicks dig it. Let me tell you, one time I made a profile on North Korea's version of Tinder, and I got 80 super likes within the hour. At first, I was a bit suspicious that perhaps my generals were making bot accounts just to make me feel better, but they assured me that wasn't the case.
It is my wish to one day be as cool and handsome as you, Chang.
I can definitely make you cooler. But I'm not sure about the handsome part. I'm not a miracle worker after all.
Soldiers, we need covering fire. We're pinned down.
General Bush? Hold tight, sir. We're on our way.
I thought General Bush was locating the relays.
Something isn't right.
George, are you? General, you need to listen. Pull your men back right now.
Ah!
What was that?
Marines, stay frosty.
Connolly, do you copy?
Everything is fine.
Marines, get back now! Ah! General, get back!
Get to cover, Chang.
Fuck! Is that Arnold?
Shit! That's Lieutenant Schwarzenegger. He went MIA on a mission that went awry 6 months ago. What did they do to you? My God, they turned him into a cyborg. The next generation of infiltration units.
This was exactly how the last one attempted to ambush us.
Marines, focus fire on the optical sensors. That's the most vulnerable area. Should we attempt to take him alive? Negative. He's shredding our troops apart. We have to prioritize the mission and the safety of the 44th Regiment.
Everyone, get clear. Grenade out.
Fuck yeah. Good shit, Marines. USA! USA! Barack. Don't tell my generals I cheered for US troops when we get back to our reality.
Barack, get ready to use your drone on this thing. But isn't it... Oh my God.
Minimal damage sustained.
General, your orders!
Marines, hold the line as best you can. We're prepping the drones. It's our only hope.
Copy, sir!
You said you knew how to operate these things. Yeah, I do. Good. Here's the controller. What the hell? You guys use a Logitech controller to navigate these things? Well, beggars can't be choosers in a war where we're the underdogs. This doesn't look too reliable.
Trust him, Barack. It's fine. In North Korea, my generals use the same Logitech controller to pilot our submarines made of carbon fiber all the time.
What kind of idiot would get into that? Can you use it or not? Of course I can. What's the game plan? We're gonna have our Marines throw a smoke grenade. We're gonna use that cover to hover our drones close enough to fire an EMP at him. It won't destroy him, but it'll incapacitate him long enough for us to sneak past and collapse the waygate. All right, I'm ready. Captain Wilson, toss out a smoke grenade now.
Smoke out!
General, you did it. Lieutenant Schwarzenegger is incapacitated.
Yes, but it came with a heavy price. Wilson will ensure your sacrifice won't be in vain, along with all of the other men we lost today. Barack and the rest of you, you're with me. We need to collapse the waygate now. What about Arnold?
If Generals Trump and Biden make it to Bill and defeat him, perhaps they can find a way to free the lieutenant from the Clintons' control.
And if Arnold's systems reboot before then, and that was the only electrical discharge our drones had. If he wakes up before we're out of the compound, we're finished.
Not if I stay and ensure he doesn't pose a threat. If he wakes up, I'll cut him down.
Your blade can cut through an infiltration unit.
Yeah, it dismantled the last one like butter.
Curious. My blade can hardly do damage to a T-600, let alone dismantle an infiltration unit.
Then it's settled. The rest of you with me. We have a fight to finish. Chang, you stay with your counterpart and provide additional support.
Understood, General. If we don't see each other again, let it be known that it was an honor to serve you personally as a field panda.
It's my honor as well, Chang. Never before has there been a more loyal and honorable Panda Express manager. But like I said, no farewells. We'll meet you back here when our task is completed.
Donnie, come in.
I'm here. Talk to me, George.
We're at the mainframe. We encountered minimal resistance. The other George is currently uploading the inverted signal. Once it's fully processed, all hierarchy terminators should cease their functionalities.
Then this war is almost at an end. Good work, George. Let me know when the signal is fully uploaded.
Will do. Over and out. So listen, I know this is kind of out of the blue, but you're telling me where you come from, you're a fashion model? Yeah, I mean, it was something that just kind of blew out of control. I just posted a few pictures of myself on social media, and it kind of did all the work for me. You know, Pops always did tell me I was a silver fox. Well, Dad always knew best. He sure did. Well, except for this one time where what? I don't know if I should go into detail about it. Oh no, of course I understand. We're only just about to possibly all die from some sort of cosmic evil. What better time to keep secrets? Huh, I guess you're right. There was this one time where this fashion agency reached out to me asking to do a photo shoot. I'm listening. Well, Dad urged me to go check it out, but when I got there, oh my God, it was a porn set, wasn't it? It was casting couch. Gross. Was there a used condom? There was a used condom by the door, yes. That's just wild. I took a selfie with it. You took a selfie with it? 70,000 likes on Instagram. Jesus. When this is all over, we should go on Instagram Live together. That would boggle everyone's minds. I'd love that, George. An alert just popped up on the top level of the complex. It's Donnie and Joe. They're about to confront Bill.
Sir, we're reading one heat signature on the other side of this door.
It's him. Marines, prepare for the fight of your lives. As for the both of you, are you with me? We're with you, General. We came here to topple the regime, and that's precisely what we intend to do. Good, now listen. I'm not entirely sure if we can overwhelm him with brute force and firepower alone. Jesus, is he really that durable?
He's heavily increased his augments since last you saw him. If John Schnatter hadn't uploaded Cortana to our network, and it instead fell into the hands of Bill, victory might not have even been possible.
In the event that our firearms prove inadequate against him, we need to either detonate an EMP near him or use this armor lock device to short-circuit his augments. The problem is he's too fast. To have any hope of hitting him with it, we need to catch him by surprise.
Well, is it close to his birthday? We could throw a surprise party for him and hide it in his cake. That's how the Tater Tot crew and I used to trick Mr. Bennington in the retirement home to take his meds. And that worked? Oh, most certainly. However, we didn't know that there was peanut butter mixed in with the cake mix. So even though we managed to get Mr. Bennington to take his meds, he did fall into anaphylactic shock mere seconds after. Sheriff Scott and the pet rhino he rode on rounded up all of the townsfolk for questioning. But by then, the Tater Tot gang had been drafted into the Vietnam War and were already overseas.
Okay, plan B. If we don't get an opening to land any of our devices onto Bill, you just rant on like that, and maybe he'll have a stroke. Is he usually accompanied by any armed guards? Trust me, Bill doesn't need them. He's more than capable of handling himself. Now let's go.
Oh, fiddlesticks, I have a really bad feeling about this.
You've no idea how long I waited for this day, Bill.
Why, Donald, you flatter me. To live in your headspace rent-free after all these years is truly high praise.
The day of reckoning has come for you, Bill.
I can see that. You've prepared quite the welcome party for me, and here I am all by my lonesome. One against over a dozen, perhaps even more. This hardly seems like a fair fight.
Today's the day you die.
Need the aid of your counterparts to accomplish that? So desperate for assistance are you that you're compelled to enlist their aid? You bring them to their demise, Donald.
Now that's not very nice, Bill. I was concerned you'd catch a cold standing out here all by your lonesome. You delude yourself. If you're so dismissive of them, then why send an infiltration unit to their reality?
Lord Sovereign's orders. I don't seek to question them.
You're a lapdog, Bill, and I'm gonna crown you this time, just like I promised.
Ah, the notorious repugnant loudmouth, the same in your reality as he is in ours, I see. Tell me, Donald, why do you fight for them? This rebellion masquerading as anything else other than what they truly are, contemptible rabble.
Don't listen to him.
We were a global superpower. If we have the capability to take the world by force, control all facets of every inch of every country, cease all conflict, then why be so disinclined? One world, united under one nation, fighting under one banner. It would have been marvelous. These people you bleed in the dirt for, they take it all for granted. Only speaking up for themselves when it benefits them most, yet turning a blind eye to iniquity and wickedness so long as it suits them.
Goodness, he's starting to sound like Hunter, raving like a madman whenever he finishes inhaling that strange white powder. I do believe he gets it from our gardener, Enrique.
The people claim to have a code, and they hide behind their ethics, but do you know what happened in the initial days when America fell, President Trump?
He's trying to get into your head. He won't.
They turned on each other. Violently, I'm afraid. It's true we had to put down revolts and opposition, but they were the ones that made it easy. Fear spread like wildfire. And those people you protect, those down below us, with their sacred virtues and precious morals, they were the ones who precipitated the infighting.
Not all of them, Bill.
When you put a gun to their head, you left most with little choice.
And that's exactly my point. Peace, stability, neither can truly be achieved so long as the people are left unchecked. But blanket the world in security, exhibit iron control, and who is left to incite these conflicts? All wars, strangled in their infancy, and global peace finally made possible.
This world that you molded doesn't look so peaceful, Bill. How can you expect stability and order when all sizzlers are decommissioned, you monster?
Is there something wrong with your counterpart?
You're right, Bill. What?
Donald,
Most people are out for themselves, and when mishaps arise, people tend to trample over each other.
Well, well. Perhaps you're wiser than I gave you credit for, Mr. President.
But they have that right. Strip away their liberties, tighten your fist, bleed your people dry of even the most basic of rights, and we might as well be dead. Freedom, equality, these are virtues worth dying for, and that is the very reason our nation was born. Or have you forgotten? You speak as if you've protected the people. What you've really accomplished is instating nothing more than a global dystopia. You laud yourself as a visionary when barebone, stripped of all ranks and titles, all you are is a barbaric despoiler. You're a fool to think you could ingratiate yourself with me.
I should have known there would be no common ground.
Make your peace, Bill. You've seen your last sunrise. You stand alone.
Then we are in agreement. Let it be finished today. One war to end all wars. When the sun sets, your bodies will be nothing but ash. And Lord Sovereign will save us all.
Marines, open fire.
Frag out!
I'm afraid you'll have to be quicker than that.
Overload his shields. Once they're down, we'll be able to penetrate his armor.
Well, if that's the case, I suppose I shouldn't be walking.
Jesus! I can't land a single shot on him! Fuck! He's much faster than I anticipated.
General!
They're getting shredded out there. We have to do something. Look here. The building is filled with radiant heating and barriers. I can redirect most of the energy in the upper levels to the rooftop and detonate an intense electromagnetic surge, but it's going to take time. The system needs to be overloaded. Do it. I'll alert Donald. Donald, we can overload the rooftop with an energy surge. You might feel a bit of a sting, but it should stun Bill long enough for you to incapacitate him.
Then do it!
It's going to take a few seconds. You need to stall him.
Everyone, put your weapons down. You put up a good fight, but it's over.
Joe!
Damn it!
All right, Bill, you've won. So what, you gonna execute us all now?
Lord Sovereign wants your counterparts dealt with. But contrary to popular belief, I don't want you dead. I want you to see the order and stability that we'll usher in once our Lord is among us. Then after you see how wrong you were, I'll give you one more chance. Join us in the new order or die amidst the old.
New order? Is that the drivel your new master has fed you?
Donnie, we're almost there.
Once Lord Sovereign arrives, you'll understand.
You know, I've been through tougher situations before, Bill. You see, back when I was a wee lad, there was this nuclear factory that emanated radiation, ultimately affecting the local wildlife. One time, I was skating across Bachelor Beach without a helmet so I could stare at all the sexy broads. Oh, of course this was risky, for you see, Patrick, the police officer, would usually patrol the area. When he spotted me, he decided to write me a ticket.
90% of the way there.
Unbeknownst to him, Wilfred, the irradiated wasp, was flying at Mach 12 behind him with his stinger primed, ready to strike. With the speedy reaction time of a sloth, I reached into my backpack, grabbed my slappy hands, and yoinked his bear spray out from underneath his nylon belt. With that in my arsenal, I sprayed the titanic mutant wasp, essentially saving his life.
What the hell is he saying?
Donnie, get ready.
Jesus, I cannot believe that actually worked. Nice going, Joe.
What did I do? I was just reminiscing with Bill over here.
Nice work, George. Was that story he was saying true, though? I have no idea.
Shields are down, Bill. Armor system's locked. You're just as human as the rest of us now. One bullet to the head and you're finished.
Killing me will do you no good. Hillary has already ensured Sovereign's arrival.
What are you talking about? Where is Hillary?
To usher in the arrival, an offering is needed. Someone of pure, unwavering, devout loyalty to my Lord must surrender themselves to the portal in order to open it.
The portal is activated through a sacrifice.
Surrendering through flesh catalyzes the activation of the portal. In mere moments, Lord Sovereign will be among us, and a world without conflict soon achieved.
What world is it you're referring to? You bring Sovereign here, and it will kill us all.
What are you talking about?
Bill, Sovereign is a parasite. It feeds on whatever reality it enters, influences its denizens to do its bidding, leaving the world devoid of all life when it's finished.
You really expect me to believe this?
Donnie, the frequency is fully uploaded. All hierarchy mechanical assets are now decommissioned.
Then I'm putting a bullet in his head. We've wasted enough time. Hold on. George, upload the infiltrator's microprocessor into the hierarchy's network.
But why?
It has archived video and audio data of when Sovereign took control of it and spoke to us, right?
Yes, it does.
Good. Upload it so Bill can access it. We're wasting precious time. Every second we stand here is another second that Sovereign inches closer to our reality. There's still hope for him. Just do it.
Uploading now.
No, it couldn't have all been for nothing. Instruments, stepping stones, the cataclysm which will darken the stars, turning the sky crimson with blood, the harvesting. What have I done? Hillary, what have you done? Why would you agree to this?
He truly didn't know of Sovereign's intent, but Hillary did.
Then he's an even bigger fool than I gave him credit for.
Donald, if ever there is a time for you to believe me, it is this moment. Your team won't be able to detonate the Waygate in time. In addition to being powered through flesh, the Waygate needs an immense power source in order to open. Give me a few seconds, and using my Neuralink, I can cut off all power to the Waygate. It will allow your team the necessary time to collapse it.
And we should trust you just like that.
As a gesture of good faith, I'll release Lieutenant Schwarzenegger from my control.
Lieutenant Schwarzenegger? You've had him all this time?
I don't seek forgiveness, and I know it's too late for atonement. I simply wish to buy you the necessary time to save this world.
Donald, what would you do? You're asking me? You're the commanding officer. You were right about everything. It was impulsivity that led me up here to confront Bill. And it was through sheer luck that we are still alive as of this moment. Every fiber of my being is urging me to pull the trigger, take revenge while this window of opportunity presents itself. But I no longer know if I should. So I'm asking you, what would you do? Spare him. Give him the chance to do what's right. It's our only hope of stopping Sovereign from entering this world. Do what you have to do, Bill, before I change my mind.
My head.
Chang, the lieutenant is waking up.
Oh, fuck.
What the... Mr. Chang?
Arnold, answer me a question. If you get this wrong, I'll assume you're still under the Clintons' control and I'll cut you down. What's your thoughts on Planet Fitness?
The only thing more abominable than that place is the hierarchy itself.
Oh my god, it's actually him. I missed you, my friend.
I wish I could say the same, although I never met you. All I can tell is that you are a much more badass-looking Chang than ours.
It stings, but it is true.
All of this destruction, this chaos I wrought, I am so sorry.
It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. The Clintons twisted you into their puppet.
Yes, but I was the trigger. The blood is still on my hands.
The blood is on no one's hands but the Clintons. Now come on, we have to get...
Wait, I'm getting a reading of an anomaly.
Barack, come in.
We read you loud and clear, Donald. No sign of Hillary, and charges are set, but you should see this place. It's something straight out of hell. Only thing that looks just as bad is Alex's basement.
You are on open comms, by the way, General.
I'm aware.
Listen, you need to vacate the premises and collapse the Waygate as soon as you can. Sovereign's arrival is much closer than we anticipated.
Ah! General, what's happening?
Barack, come in. Over.
We cannot hear you now. Our voice is the only thing that beckons to him.
Yeah! Donald, I've rerouted all power, but I don't know if I can resist.
Holy crackerjack, fuck! Guys, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Ungrateful insect, we gave you knowledge, we gave you power. You will obey.
Donald, I can't resist him.
A mercy killing. Unexpected, given the history intertwining the two of you.
You know nothing about me. Your plans are foiled, your regime toppled. Shortly, your Waygate will follow suit. You have lost, Parasite.
Soon you will understand why resistance was always futile. There is more than one way to access this world, and you will submit.
Wing leaders. We're picking up multiple electromagnetic anomalies in your airspace. What's going on out there?
Negative. Command, we don't see...
Holy Mother of God, what is that?
Evasive maneuvers. We have hostiles dropping in from above. Guys, I can't tell. Am I still tripping, or do I actually have one on my hull this time?
Shit! Veer towards me, O'Leary. I'll shoot it off.
Boys, I can't...
O'Leary!
O'Leary!
Command, this is Red Baron. We just lost O'Leary.
My God.
Command, we have a situation. We made contact with new enemy hostiles. They're tearing us apart.
Captain Rogan, hold that line. Those hostiles get through and the General's lives are forfeit. Captain, do you read? Shit, 2-1 actual, come in.
This is 2-1 actual.
2-1 actual. Air support is crippled. The perimeter has been breached and Captain Rogan is believed to be KIA. You need to evac now.
What, but how? All hierarchy units should be decommissioned.
Say again your last. Rogan is KIA?
New enemy contacts are tearing through our aerial and ground units. Evac now.
Now do you understand? The harvesting has commenced, and unification shall be achieved. You will become one of us, the being with 1,000 faces.
Shit, you heard command. We need to evac now. George, do you copy?
Fuck, why isn't he responding?
I don't know, but we'll have to figure it out later. For now, we need to get to the lower levels.
Donnie, the frequency is fully uploaded. All hierarchy mechanical assets are now decommissioned. What the? George, get behind me. Identify yourself.
Do not be alarmed, George. I am called Sanctus.
What are you?
Where Sovereign begets chaos, I instill order.
You're the polar opposite of Sovereign?
Your world is in great peril, George, and so you must heed my words carefully.
That can't be right. Hierarchy units are rendered inoperable, and the Waygate is about to be destroyed.
Collapsing the Waygate has indeed bought you precious time, but that will not avert the impending horrors that will soon visit your world.
How do we know what you're saying isn't a trick? That you aren't Sovereign itself?
To understand Sovereign, you must first understand me. At the dawn of the cosmos, there was order, and scattered amongst the stars, on the planets that orbited them, was life. As the cosmos continued to expand, there was stability and security, until that expansion crossed the fringes with that of another entity's plane of existence.
Sovereign.
Yes, but at the dawn of life, this was not his title. He appeared as an angelic being, stalwart, noble, and our goals aligned. His name was Tyrion, and we agreed that the ordering of the cosmos was to be of paramount importance. However, we decided this was to be done by stabilizing the raging and chaotic contents of the universe, and not by interfering with mortal affairs. In time, there developed two spacefaring species. The Stellars, a race of beings devout to myself, and another that were loyal to Tyrion, named the Forebearers. But much like humanity, life has a tendency to gravitate itself towards self-destruction. Soon, infighting had ignited within the Forebearer Empire. Weapons of mass destruction used against themselves rendered the Forebearers nearly extinct. The conflict drove Tyrion mad. Soon the remaining Forebearers, desperate and enervated, came to Tyrion begging for his aid, and so their prayers were answered. Tyrion had divined what he believed was the solution. Life was always fated to end in self-destruction, and the only way to avert that catastrophe was to preserve them, through harvesting, reforging their flesh, unifying their consciousnesses with his own. He would immortalize them within himself before he believed they would have the chance to destroy themselves. From that moment on, he took on the name of Sovereign.
My God. So he isn't just killing the people from these realities. He's trapping their consciousnesses within himself in some maddened and twisted sentiment of saving them.
His once seraphic form warped and twisted with each additional harvest until it became as you see it now. Soon, Sovereign began harvesting my own people down to the very last individual. I was forced to act, and we engaged in a cataclysmic battle, one that tore planets asunder and bled the stars. I knew that if this eternal conflict continued, all that once was would be no more. As a last effort to safeguard all of the cosmos, I sacrificed myself, which resulted in a devastating explosion, sealing Sovereign back to its plane of existence, inevitably slowing his harvest, while also scattering my stardust across the multiverse. This shattered my physical form, but ensured life would take root, and thus, humanity would be born.
Why did you not make your appearance known to us before?
Our conflict has left me significantly weaker than Sovereign. Sovereign is whole, yet trapped in a different plane, forcing it to slowly bleed itself into realities. I, however, can only manifest myself when Sovereign's signature is present. That is the condition where ripples in space and time reach their zenith.
It was you. That was your voice we heard on the Queen Mary recording. You were trying to reach out to us.
To Joseph.
Why specifically Joe?
The Joseph you know is not of your world.
What? What are you talking about?
The last person who stood where you stand right now was Joseph. There have only ever been two realities that have managed to impede Sovereign's efforts. One is yours, and the other is a reality where humanity nearly thwarted Sovereign's endeavor to harvest them outright. The one who led humanity in this nearly victorious reality was Joseph. When his world had fallen and he thought it all lost, I reached out to him and offered him a lifeline. As recompense, he agreed to travel to other realities, save as many as he could, and thwart Sovereign whenever possible.
Then why is he on our world? Why has he concealed all this from us?
He hasn't. Battle after battle, reality after reality, the burden became too heavy. Joseph Biden was surrounded by death and horrors you could not begin to fathom. He was at his breaking point, and so I decided to spare him. I wiped him of his memories and sent him to your reality, hoping that he could live the rest of his days in peace. Unfortunately, this process was not without fault, and it ended up muddling parts of his mind. which is why he often
rants incoherently. Oh my God. George, that explains why our Joes are so different. If this is true and this is what became of our Joe, then why bring us here?
Because in every reality, George, you too are at the center of this conflict. When your world comes under siege, you take a leading role in defying Sovereign as well. And you, George, are proof of this. Your exhibited interest in Sovereign's origins, your speech to strengthen Joseph's resolve to step foot into this conflict. You are the embodiment of humanity's will of defiance, even in the face of the harshest of storms, which is why I have come to this conclusion. Alone, you will all fall to Sovereign. United, however, you may stand a chance. Your efforts to destroy the Waygate is proof of this, and you have robbed Sovereign of his prize for now.
What do you mean for now?
Your friends are in grave danger. Sovereign, although it cannot enter your world currently without the Waygate, has a very strong signature permeating your reality. Due to its strong presence, it can now create miniature rifts from its plane into your world. Sovereign will send in the souls of those it has harvested into your reality.
My God. Then send us back now. We have to warn our friends.
Your companions are in the midst of fending them off as we speak. That is why you mustn't panic and need to listen to me carefully. Because of those who have laid down their lives, your world is spared for now. Every sacrifice today will buy you the time to eventually face Sovereign. George, you must persist and continue the fight to preserve your world. And you must return back to your world and prepare.
Prepare for what?
Sovereign gave the regime insight on how to construct an advanced jump engine. Now I too will assist Elon Musk in how to alter his jump drive to allow you eventual access to Sovereign's domain. Due to my weakened state, and the fact that Sovereign's realm is not a standard reality, however, this will be no ordinary jump and will take time to devise. But eventually, we will map out the location of Sovereign's plane of existence, and that is when you all, together, must jump to Sovereign's realm to defeat it.
How do you expect us to defeat something like that in its own reality?
Sovereign can only ever be defeated in its own realm, and Kim's sword is the key.
The sword that was molded from the metals of a fallen asteroid? Who the hell's Kim?
It was not forged from the metals of the asteroid. His generals have lied to him in an attempt to explain the inexplicable.
Go figure.
The sword was embedded in the center of the asteroid, and it contains my essence. When my physical form was dissolved, splinters of my being were scattered across the cosmos. That sword was sent to your world with a purpose. It is the key to ending Sovereign. When the time arrives, jump to its realm and use the sword to end this conflict. Now I will send both of you back and open up rifts to your reality, George, and rifts back to your resistance compound. Be aware I can only do this once, so notify your companions immediately once I bring you back to your world.
Understood. I'll do my best to ensure our world's survival.
You always have, George. Good luck.
Barack, come in. Have you detonated the charges?
Fuck! Oh, fuck! This is a nightmare. Keep your head on straight, Joe. We can make it out of here.
With Rogan gone, how are we going to get out of here? These bastards are swarming the place. Let's just focus on getting through this hallway first.
So many voices echoing in your head. How can you tell which one is yours?
Barack, listen to me. You need to come back to reality.
Your allies seek to betray you. They all will abandon you. Turn on them before they deceive you.
Yes, No! Get out of my head! Barack, detonate it. I'm not detonating the charges while you're still here.
He covets your power. Already he defies you. Kill him before it is too late.
Yes, you are right.
This is George. Does anyone read?
George, where the fuck have you been?
The complex is swarming with hostiles. We need to find a way out of here now.
That's putting it lightly. I'm staring at what looks like an undead gorilla.
Guys, you need to trust me. Rifts are going to open close to each of your vicinities. Step through them, and you'll be delivered to safety. Donald, yours will open up by the east stairwell. Barack, yours will be right on top of you, and Chang's, yours will be by the north hallway. It looks like this is goodbye for now, my friend. We won't forget you. We'll reestablish contact as soon as we have something of substance. We'll get through this somehow. I won't let this world die. I guess Sanctus was right. It's in our nature to brave even the harshest of storms. Goodbye, George. It was an honor. The honor was all mine.
Changs, you need to leave without me. We aren't leaving you here. Are you insane? You must. If you do not, they will swarm over all of us.
Lieutenant, we aren't going to fall back without you.
Allow me this one final act of atonement. Your lives in exchange for my own. It is the only way. Go! I'm sorry there isn't another way.
To die to save one's friends is an honor.
Chang, this is where we part ways.
Listen, all the orange chicken shit aside, I'll be honest. You were a really cool guy after all.
Wow, do you really mean that?
Yeah, just not as cool as me.
Well, of course, let's not state the obvious. Farewell, Chang.
Until we meet again.
The rift is behind me. Go while it's clear.
Donald!
Donald, hold on. We'll get you out of here.
Boys, it's no good. Circuits are fried. Listen, you need to leave. That's an order.
Donnie, I'm not going to leave you. I can't. Just give us a minute to figure this out.
We don't have a minute, Joe. Leave now. That's an order. Get your counterpart to safety.
You were my brother, Donald. I'm sorry it had to end like this.
It was a hell of a fight, brother. Look out for George and Barack. They'll need you now more than ever.
Always. Donnie.
Joe, get the hell out of here. Don't worry about me. I'll take care of this. Donald, don't. We can figure this out. George likes to think of himself as the brains of the group, but we always knew we could outsmart him. We'll come up with something. Donald, thank you. I let vengeance take hold of me, and I nearly lost myself within the fog. But then you arrived and helped me remember who I was before all of this. If you weren't here, I would have shot Bill, Sovereign would be here, and everything would already be lost.
Donnie.
Joe, I thought I told you to go.
I'm not leaving without you.
I see your Joe also fails to listen to direct orders. Listen, my time is up. We thought this was the end game, but it's just the beginning of something bigger.
He has already forsaken you. He serves no one but himself. He cares not for what becomes of you.
General, move your feet. We have to go.
Don't worry about me. We did good today. Go back to your reality and dig deep. For the fight against Sovereign has only begun, and next time I won't be there. So do me 2 favors, boys. Look out for them, our friends, George, Joe, Barack, and get the hell out of here.
Barack, it was a good thing we brought those drones. No! What have you done?
Sir, go through the portal. We'll detonate the charges.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Goodbye. Come on then, you bastards.
Mr. President, you're back. What happened?
We lost.